more in here. The volcano can still be active, can it? Ah, paradise on Earth. Oh. I never saw this place in any textbook, but somebody built it. Long ago, somebody built it, and then left. At least I hope they left. Where am I? The funeral pyramids of the Nubian kings. Volodnikov thinks one of those kings came from Babylon, and his tomb is where? Sophia! Turner! Where is everybody?
Dear God, I hope this works.
Can they hear us?
I think so. I might have to adjust your guys'
Well,
levels
I'm
a
going to
little
go
bit.
ahead and speak anyway, as if they can hear us.
Yeah.
Welcome once again to the annual stream that I do here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, near Cincinnati, Ohio.
And
But this time we have Mark here as well. Sorry,
yeah,
Mark Triforce Duddleson.
I feel like surely we've done a stream with like the three of us in the same room, but
And this has never happened.
really,
Wow,
it
you're
feels
right.
like it should have.
It didn't.
It feels
You're
like it
right.
should have, but
You were always on virtually, so it
Yeah.
feels like it, but you've never been here in person.
I
But
mean,
here we
I've
are.
been here, but just I
With,
guess
through the magic of the internet, we're all in the same room. Wait.
wait through the magic of physical time and space.
Yeah.
You got it.
I can adjust them. It might be harder to
Ooh.
adjust.
Are we learning John's middle name
Yeah.
from that?
Oh, they have
See?
this type of. This is the most N64 kind of menu.
And bring
very,
myself
very
down.
golden eye level select. There's a lot of levels in this.
Doing the best I can, y'all. Hopefully it's okay. Like I will do my best. It's going to be difficult because they're both using lavalier mics,
Yeah.
and I can't individually adjust them. I might be able to, but I
mean,
like.
I
One
I'm,
of us louder than the other.
I
yeah,
can,
yeah.
I
Well,
can move my mic like further down.
there you go. I mean, it's just difference in speaking voice.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
We can't prevent my loud voice. So I moved my mic down. Maybe you can bring the whole thing up.
you guys are maxed out on my mixer right now. So
Maximum volume. So
Alright.
what? Now that people can hear us, hopefully, what are we doing today? Let's talk about it, because it's all about playing games that we picked up, as you might have seen from the title,
In the Cincinnati area.
in this area. So
I
on this
mean,
trip, and
yeah.
not all of them either, just the ones like today.
Yeah, mostly because you
Mostly.
left. Well, we could have played Tank if you had brought that
Yeah,
back.
exactly. I did pick up a copy of Tank at last.
I
But yeah. So while Corey was cutting the grass, you and I decided to go. Oh wait, how do I even get up there? There we go.
We
too high.
decided to go shop for
Shopping.
games
Oh, I see.
and eat Mexican food.
Correct. We did that. We did both things. We went shopping in this area.
It was actually kind of in like your old stomping grounds.
It was. I used to live in this area, and that Best Buy that we stopped at just for fun, as I've always said, it's the one where I was outside around the building from the PS2 launch night. It's still there.
Yep.
But yeah, so let's talk a little bit. This is the first game I picked up today, and it's an interesting one, right? Because this is Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, that Infernal Machine.
That gosh darn infernal machine.
This is the N64 version of this game that was created by Factor 5. And it turns out this is actually one of the... It is not a common game.
No, you got a great deal.
Yes.
To be clear, though, it's a rougher looking cartridge,
Yes, there's a little bit of damage.
but it was
Nothing
also
too
like
bad, but-
$40 to $50 less than the going price.
Exactly.
So I was telling you, if I didn't find several other games I wanted there, I would have been tempted to get that.
Yeah, and I couldn't resist just because it's really interesting. So, technically speaking, obviously Factor 5, they know what they're doing, right? It might be hard to tell from the stream or even appreciate what's going on here, but this game runs entirely in high-res mode.
At least with the expansion pack.
At least with the
I'm not
expansion
sure about with the jumper pack.
So it's high-res. The frame rate's actually pretty okay. It has fairly decent textures. Like, this is a cut above most N64 games in terms of just detail level.
Yeah, textures in this scene not that great, but it's also kind of like closer to some of the things than like you really see in the gameplay view. I feel.
These aren't even that bad when you consider, like, N64 games.
Sure.
Right?
yeah.
Like, Factor 5 was really amazing at working on the system.
And this was, you were saying that this was available only direct from LucasArts and via rental, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So,
So as a result, it's pretty rare to be able to buy it.
yeah, so, you know, boxed copies complete seem to go, like, way over $300. And this one was way under, well, fair bit under 100 just for the cart. Which, that made it palatable. And It's just an interesting technical sort of game.
I see that Eric was asking, is this the same as the Xbox game? And no, that's different. You
Nope.
said that's like the best Indiana Jones game before that. You were saying the Xbox game is the best from like this era? Or not?
No,
I mean,
no.
it's a different
From
era,
the generation that came after this, it was the best.
Okay.
That one is excellent. That was
Would you consider that the best one until Great Circle?
yeah, actually.
Like better than I know a lot of people love the Atlantis, whatever.
So that's another thing. This one
Watch how he goes up the ladder. Look at that ladder doing.
look at that ladder doing.
He does that ladder in such a way.
Yeah, it's just
but the voice actor that plays
gotta get
Indy
as far to the
in
edge
this
as you
game
can.
is
Right?
the same as the Fate of Atlantis, and also Sophia is in this game, also from Fate of Atlantis, with the same voice actress.
Yeah.
So you played the PC version back in the day.
I did, yeah. I actually had the PC version, and I remember liking it, not loving it, but I played all the way through it. LucasArts was pretty awesome back then.
No.
And it was based apparently on, it was evolved from the engine used for Star Wars Jedi Knight. So Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight specifically.
Yeah, I see Cheetah Man in the chat saying, I'm sad that the new Indie on PS5 isn't fully physical. Someone was saying apparently that there is less data on the PS5 disc than the Xbox disc.
Yeah, something that's like 20
It's
gigabytes.
just semantics at this point, because like, what's less data of incomplete data?
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
It doesn't really
It's
matter.
just. I guess people were
It's-
surprised,
I
right?
guess it's just emphasizing the point.
Yeah,
I think it's just that Microsoft don't care.
yeah. Earlier there was $5 from Enchilada. Thank you.
Well, I love enchiladas.
Saying it works. You can be seen and heard. Welcome back home to you all. Have fun with all that retro goodness. Also glad to see John here.
I almost
you.
ate an enchilada today.
Oh,
Or
Nice.
3 to 5 enchiladas, depending on what I ordered. But I did not order enchiladas. I ordered something else.
there's also 2 donations from Felipe 2K5 with two separate 10 reals, $10 in reals.
Thank you.
Thank you. The first one said, hello, good evening, everybody. I've completed my console collection with a CRT Plus RetroTink 4K. I realize I can't play modern games anymore. They are ugly, uninspired, and lacking in gameplay. Dang,
I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on
tough.
on what
Depends
modern
on
games
what
you're
you're
looking
playing.
at.
There are games where that's the case, but there always were.
But then he elaborates with the second donation, saying modern games have the Mario in the Unreal Engine syndrome. Too much technical fluff to make a game look Too much technical fluff to make a game look blurry, ugly, and no art direction. PS3, 360, Wii was the last great generation.
Yes.
I kind of understand the sentiment to some extent because so one of the games you grabbed the other day that we played when we got back here that like really fascinated us, I would say, was you got the PS2 version of Headhunter Redemption.
Yeah.
Which I got the Xbox version today because I saw it and I loved so much of what I saw of you playing the PS2 version, and we were kind of talking about how I've really been thinking a lot about, I think one of the reasons I enjoy early era, like the first 2 generations of 3D games so much, is that we hadn't figured out best practices yet.
Sure.
And I feel like there are so many interesting ideas for, okay, like how do you represent aiming? How do you represent taking cover? How do you move this character in this space? How do they attack? How do they face enemies? Like, these were things that developers were all figuring out. And I feel like most people probably feel like, oh, like, well, like, this is just how games should be.
You guys should see what John is drinking now. You have the empty container of your...
No, it's over there.
Okay.
There's one that's still full that's for you, though.
But what I was saying was, I really enjoy,
Oh, there it is.
like how things weren't standardized in this these early eras, and like each game feels unique because each developer will say, well, here's how I think we could do this particular interaction.
Oh no.
John's going hard drinking
Yeah.
Buzz Balls.
Hell yeah.
So I guess I've had these for a year and a half because well, no, I don't think that these expire. It was a work event and they had like a whole bunch of like drink stuff left over, and we had like I took home like a case of Buzz Balls, and John is the first person to ever drink more than one of them.
Yes.
Did it not do it for anyone until
like they're mainly for like 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
I mean that's
I'm young
that's well, no, I mean it's like I think that's I mean you listen to the name Buzz Balls, like that's
I mean
that's what they're pitching towards.
I mean John just loves saying the name of the game, Mr. Nuts.
Yeah.
So therefore, you know, it's appropriate for him. What was I gonna say? I saw some comment in the chat that I was going. Oh yeah, PokePress was saying, "Try/Corky, you send me some of those low quality VOD files, see if they can be upscaled." I was talking to PokePress about some.
Yeah, he sent an email also.
Okay, well, I think PokePress. I think you've messaged me on Discord before. Message me like later this week, like maybe Wednesday or so, when I'll be more available to Discord and send files. And yeah, I would be really curious if
too late before I realized what was happening.
Your work with that could do anything.
You know, After Image says, I find Buzz Balls to be the most littered alcohol in my area. People love stealing them.
Stealing them and just littering them?
Well, once you get them, they're so small you can fit one in your pocket. If you're wearing a hoodie, you can easily fit one in your pocket if you want to. You just go out there, you chug it real quick, and it's just they're really strong. They're like 15% alcohol in this little thing. I have not had one because it looks almost like heartburn in a little plastic container to me.
No. I can confirm there's no heartburn occurring.
Okay.
Oh, except for there's death. Death is occurring.
I was getting all excited to see you do more of that ladder doing.
I also wanted to do more of that ladder doing.
To see you do more of that ladder doing.
Oh.
That sounds pretty good. It sounds like you got the audio sounding good.
I had to bring that in.
I hope so.
Do more of that ladder doing.
It sounds good coming out of a phone.
All right.
Get more of that ladder.
Oh, there's a dude there. I have an idea.
Yeah, dude. Ooh, dude. Yeah, dude. Take him down.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, that guy is just not noticing you?
That's why we're laughing. Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't know.
What's that blue flash mean? Is that more of like a stun or something?
Maybe.
This feels like this guy. What?
Oh, there you go.
I think something was wrong.
Yeah, that seems glitchy.
He shot him right in his tailbone.
That guy was like poised to give a Wilhelm.
His AI did not work.
Like,
he was ready for a Wilhelm scream, but it
definitely
Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do here.
RGT85 is in the chat and says, Indiana Jones N64 rules. You just have to get used to it. And John, you said you've beaten this on the PC, correct? You play this on the PC?
Yeah.
Different level design, though, he says.
It's somewhat different, yeah. It's not... They definitely did a lot to this version. Oh, yeah, here's this dude again, or whatever.
There's $5 from Jonathan Hinson with a timely question asking us, so what are we thinking about the Lunar remasters? What platform are you buying for? 60 FPS possible on Switch, mini review possible. So Gung Ho put a thing on their social media the other day, and I applied for a review code. I have no idea if I will get approved for it. I'm curious whether or not I've been blacklisted because of doing that interview about it with Victor Ireland. Maybe they decided like, oh, we're not gonna send anything to those guys, especially after they did that. But I felt like I had a pretty balanced take on it. So I will be curious to see if I hear anything. So I'm going to be traveling this week though for work, but I have packed up everything to essentially like make most of an episode on it if I'm on the road. If I can make that happen, I'm going to try to make it happen if I do get it. We'll see what happens.
We're in a bad place though if people are wondering if 60 FPS is possible in a game, the 2D game designed for PlayStation and Saturn.
Yeah.
Which is different, of course, than the Sega CD original. But
yeah.
Like, of course it's going to be 60 FPS, but that doesn't mean it won't have other problems. We'll see.
Yeah, but I'm going to try to make that happen. If I get approved for a review code, we'll see what happens. I would like to, because it's just
You're a big fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, and obviously I want this to be good, for people to experience these games. So, and I will make my biases obvious right at the beginning, but I'm open to seeing like what they do.
By the way, y'all, look at how sharp these fences are.
Oh, right, the fence stuff.
Like, it almost looks like vectors. Like, isn't that kind of crazy how sharp it looks? Until you get really close and you can see.
Right, like the resolution of this texture is nuts for N64
It's crazy
especially.
high.
But even for like PS2 and
I mean, I think saying vectors is.
What?
I mean, wouldn't it be like straight line? Like there'd be no like edges to it.
Right,
Like,
but at this distance, it almost looks like
on the CRTs earlier, it looked.
it really looked clean. It's still crazy impressive, I think.
There was also $10 from Dad1153. Thank
What are
you.
we doing here?
Saying bought PS5 during pandemic but never opened it. My YouTube channel 4.13 subscriptions took all my free non-gaming time. I'll bust open my PS5 and many cheap games on June 5th. Switch to more like Switch Who.
Wait, what? Is Switch 2 not a popular thing now?
I don't know if like anybody knows what's going on. I mean, I guess since the last time we streamed, there's
Well, I mean, I don't think the Switch 2 reveal even happened.
Yeah, that's true. Streamed. That's true. We did do a little thing on our Discord though, where we talked about it.
Well, I mean, we watched it. We watched the reveal live.
Oh yeah,
but
Z fighting.
Also, there's another 10 reals from Felipe 2K5. Thank you.
Gracias, Felipe.
Saying, and I want to thank Try for always answering questions and old videos on the channel. Are you guys excited about the Retrode tap using
the Retro tap?
Just one power. Oh, that's
Kaitor's project.
Yeah,
so he has announced it now. Then
I guess so. Using one power supply one power supply for everything. Sounds interesting.
I'm interested in that project.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already got a good setup, but I'm still using original power bricks for almost every system.
Yeah. I mean, I would incorporate that, and it would just make it easier to wire things instead of having to use like so many like chained splitters and stuff. I'm excited. There's also I don't know what D is. Is that
D like
the
game?
No. Like there's like 100,000 D.
Yeah, it's a
Deutschmark.
No.
Man.
It's a new to me currency. I don't know that one.
From Yoshivu.
Yoshivu, yeah.
Who does
GameStacks. Did like
Yoshivu,
yeah.
Yeah, it's done so much other stuff. Yeah. Also, has like worked on Star Wars and all kinds of other stuff.
Oh, that's right. Well,
thank you for dropping in here. I had no idea that you watched our stuff, or maybe you might have seen us on Blue Sky. Is that maybe you followed that link? But thank you. There was also $2 Canadian from Pyramid Headcrab. Thank you.
Oh, ooh, that's
Saying,
really good
my
name.
dad works at Nintendo, and I ordered a Switch 3. You know, in Japan, they're on the Switch 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers like 53 is out.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
prequel to
Vietnamese
64.
money. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've never actually seen that symbol before.
Me either.
I saw earlier Henry Clark.
Let's talk about
said-
buzzballs.
Weird Al, you mean?
Yes,
Yes.
Weird Al. Weird Al was talking about Echo Point Nova and saying, "I'm pretty sure John would love it if he hasn't played it already. It feels like Neon White, but with more combat."
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
What is it?
Try take note of this for me.
Echo Point Nova.
Oh.
You know, I'm sure Weird Al will pop into
Echo. Stop.
Weird Al will pop into the Weird Al will pop into your Digital Foundry Discord and remind you at some point, I am sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of Weird Al, Corey and I watched
Whoa.
the 4K Blu-ray of UHF last night.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen that movie since college, and I had been afraid for a while that like my more aged sense of humor would not align with it anymore, and I thought it was incredible. I had a great time.
But I gotta say, like the dad in the Spatula City commercial, like owns the movie
Yes.
for his like less than 20 seconds of screen time. He owns the movie in such a small amount of time.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah, it was a good looking transfer too.
Yes, the fedora stays on no matter what. He doesn't even have to grab it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, you lost your hat. Where's your hat?
He takes it off when he goes in the water.
Oh.
I thought it was on right now.
Nope. And then when you get out of the water, he puts it on. Check it out.
That's a nice little
Oh, I got
attention to detail.
Oh, does it like actually has the animation?
Yeah.
Did we talk about the voice actor? The voice actor for Indy is the same as in.
Yeah, I mentioned that. And
yeah.
Sophia is also.
That's crazy. Well, thank you, Yoshi. That's really, really cool. There's also $2 from Andrew. Thank you, saying my 3 favorite retro gaming folks in one room.
We did run into someone in nostalgic video games that recognized us.
That's right.
Oh, really? Okay.
He says, "Oh, dude, I spend a lot of days fixing consoles and just having you guys videos on."
Really?
So
Somebody
he's really
working
happy.
there or
No.
or-
No, just a customer.
we went to this incredible store up in Dayton,
Oh, yeah, that
Ohio,
was awesome.
called Vacuums and Video Games.
They do have a small corner with
Yep.
like vacuum belts.
Yes. Yeah, they do live up to their name, but I'd heard that they were it was good, but I was not prepared for just how good it was.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's just really easy to browse stuff. I mean, sometimes you get overwhelmed with like the amount of
I was
stuff.
a little overwhelmed. Like I had.
It was
a hard time
overwhelming,
picking
but
stuff.
it was also easy just to know what's what instead of saying like, hey, can I like look at all this stuff in the. You didn't have to like thumb through anything really.
Yeah. My only critique is that for a lot of the like DVD case sized games, they had aftermarket. They had the authentic artwork, but they replaced
the
the
case.
case with a aftermarket case. You know, like when the PS2 case is like black instead of that very, very dark blue
Yep.
that almost looks black.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like that. I have to have a real.
It kind of
case.
looks like almost like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Welcome to Babel.
Welcome to
Doctor.
Babel.
Welcome to Babylon.
His face is so weird.
But yeah, that store was incredible.
If anyone lives in Dayton,
Yes.
Ohio.
And there's a lot of other places right around there that we did
Hey,
not have a
Ross
chance to go
Perot.
to.
Look at that.
Ross Perot.
It looks like Ross Perot.
Is Ross Perot dead?
Yeah.
When did he die? I don't remember hearing anything
I
about
don't
him
remember.
dying. I was thinking, I don't know.
I know. I think a lot about Ross Perot.
Well, I just remember like the I think of like the Dana Carvey on SNL version of him.
Oh man. I have no idea what that guy just said, which could be a problem.
Yeah,
Probably not.
2019. So
Give
not
me
that
a
long
key.
ago, really. Oh, come on, Indy.
Indy.
He's got. Oh, geez. He just takes.
Yeah, run away. Shall we switch games?
If you want.
Yeah. What do you want to play next?
Oh, I think we should go back and forth. So try, you're up.
Okay.
You don't need to get up. Just tell me what you want.
Right.
My pile's over there.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
grab your pile.
Let me grab my pile.
I'm helping run this stuff because I'm off to the
it's
side.
your setup.
I'm over here.
Right.
You can see me right here. So we are in the same room, even though it's not.
Not the same. Of course, not the same camera. Why don't we play?
SSX on PS3.
Let's do.
We'll have to.
What do you
Get that-
what do you
that-
think, John? Between Headhunter Redemption, and
Dude, play Splashdown. We were
Splashdown? You
real
wanna do
impressed with
Splashdown?
Splashdown the other day.
All
okay,
right.
let's play Splashdown. Rides Gone Wild.
Yeah, you kind of expect there to be some sort of wild aspect to it, but
It's wilder than you think.
it was wilder than we expected.
And the game is common. It's cheap. Audie actually bought it when he and I. Me putting my games here, my water being there is a bad idea.
I recommended it because to Audie originally because it's Rainbow Studios.
But you hadn't played it.
I had only
You
played
the
Splashdown
first one,
1,
Splashdown
and I
1,
only
yeah.
assumed that the sequel would also be good,
Yes.
but I'd never played it.
This
microphone-
microphone keeps flopping.
Let's just say I bought a copy finally. We played it, and then Try bought a copy.
Yes. I've been looking for it ever since you bought it on what was it, Friday? Friday.
So two whole days.
Yes. All right.
Also note that
Oh, this is an interesting PS3 charger dongle.
Yeah, it's the official one.
Oh.
Our good friend Sean Quinn sent that one to me.
Oh, very cool.
okay, so be sure to go to the options
It's in the
menu
game.
first.
Turn on 4EP.
Yep.
THQ, it's in the game. Yoshi,
These depicted in this video game reflect fantasy and are simply unrealistic maneuvers or performances.
Yep, it's fair.
It's
it's simply unrealistic.
simply unrealistic.
Oh yeah, the one downside is the loading times are a little bit long.
Yes. But yeah, this you
There's two different soundtracks in this game. It has the
yeah.
cinematic soundtrack and the licensed soundtrack.
Yep.
I saw some people saying they were having some stream quality issues potentially. I don't know if they could be because you're running. I mean, it shouldn't affect it. I wouldn't think having because I see that's not a live feed. You've got the stream playing in the window. That wouldn't probably shouldn't do too much
EA
good.
Sports.
Too much.
No, I got my bit rates is up there, so
Wait, we
Game
might
options.
actually already have this saved because even though it's my copy, it's Corey's memory card.
No.
Oh, I guess you probably have to do this every time.
Also, I can't remember if there was a save problem or not.
Oh,
yeah, I think that was only with the PS1 games. But I can see it. It might not have saved for this one because I don't think I rebooted the system at the time.
Okay, why is it? Why
Okay.
why didn't it
Hit
proceed?
yes.
Yes. Oh, so
It's like a test.
so it doesn't. That's weird because usually it
I know.
has the confirm on that screen. Okay.
So now you want to go to career. Create
Create a brand spanking new file.
world.
World.
Pyramid Headcrest said this Splashdown is what they called the
Yeah, let's be a rookie.
water park in my hometown. It smelled like gasoline.
Who we got? Andy Pierce, Haley
Very-
Hollister,
Yeah,
Jonah Barrett,
Andy.
and Kyoko Takahashi. Oh, Shablam! Can't play as Shablam.
Oh, you can't, but you can unlock Shablam, right?
Yeah.
These guys look like they came out of proto Fortnite.
There's a lot. Let's try. Oh, we got locked. Let's try Kyoko. Or-
Yeah, minor hiccups, but it should be okay just overall, I think.
is there oh, wait? There's simulation
What?
control in this game.
No.
I
Enough of this. Let's go.
Kyoko.
try.
Yeah. Why would anybody use simulation?
I don't know.
This game is not a simulation.
Start race.
Okay, so that's interesting. There's a little blip between.
Yeah.
A little video blip.
That's I've so many PS2 games have that blip. That blip.
Anyway, the load times are a little long, but they're kind of worth it.
Yeah, like why does they have simulation? Eric in the chat is saying I was told it wasn't realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
So why even entertain that idea?
Mm-hmm.
So is this was Rainbow Studios?
Yeah, they did like ATV Off-Road Fury and
Okay.
Motocross Madness.
Yeah, so you
They're still around.
I removed
oh really?
ATV.
What have they done lately?
Like MX. There's MX Unleashed games or whatever.
Oh no.
Still same types of games.
Yeah. So
They never went away.
I think when the last time both of us were here in Cincinnati, I believe you bought like a jet ski game on PS2 that you're like, oh yeah, this one's pretty interesting. And I played it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. And so then when
that was Wave Rally.
When Audie bought some jet ski games when he was visiting a couple weeks ago,
Right.
which were based on your what's happening?
Look at this. Yes.
What's happening?
We were like, wait, what?
What? We have like shifted into the like Warzone dimension.
Yeah, it's
It's just
multiple
like,
realities. Like,
There's, like,
this is the multiverse right here.
Yeah.
It is.
Splashdown was doing the
Splashdown
multiverse
Rising on
before
Wild.
Marvel even considered it for a movie.
Yeah. So when Audie bought some jet ski games, including this, like I knew they were based on your recommendations, and that jet ski recommendation that you had last time, didn't do anything for me.
Dude, come on now. Wave Rally is awesome, though.
It didn't do anything for me.
What was the problem with Wave Rally?
It just
We can't remember.
I can't remember. It just seems the movement felt.
It's tech demo-y, though, but it does the same reflection technique as Wave Race Blue Storm.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that the movement just felt
Okay.
choppy.
Admittedly, I selected that for the tech.
Yes,
purposes.
exactly.
This was less about the tech and more just that it's like stupidly interesting.
But like
Well,
you know,
you
like
didn't
those
know-
tankers,
you
they're just
didn't
coming.
know
They're
well, the
going through the
original was
portal.
quite fun, and it's Rainbow Studios.
Right, so you didn't know that it did this crazy like
No.
track. More. This is like
I knew this-
Motorstorm Apocalypse.
Right. I knew that Splashdown 1 was a lot of fun, but it plays it very straight, right?
Yeah.
This does not.
And the arcade controls feel great. Like it's very easy to. It's very smooth, easy
If
to
you
control.
combine shoulder buttons, you do.
Oh yeah, you do tricks.
Like
I don't know if they.
style.
I don't know if they do anything other than just being fun. But anyway, so yes, I witnessed Audie and you in the past 2 weeks buy this game, and then when finally, we played it here, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm looking for this game,
Yeah.
and I got it today.
Robert Hernandez with $1.99 asking if the SVS is being used for this stream, and indeed it is. But you might see like different. It depends on what's hooked in directly into it, because like the PS2, obviously it will load that profile because I have a PS2 going directly into one of the component ports on it instead of like into my G comp beforehand. So you might see it go between generic profiles that we've made and optimized profiles, depending on what system we're playing.
The SVS, I can't say enough good things about it. It's just a godlike device.
Yeah, I finally got mine all properly hooked up.
Well, you're getting.
Well, I'll get more modules at some point, but
Yeah.
but
Did you fix it? Did you fix the pink issue that you were having there?
the pink issue.
Remember
Oh,
you
yeah,
said-
right. Well, so what happened? So I did that stream that was, when I was like hooking everything up. So when unfortunately, like I finished that so late, and then I was so busy because like Audie visited and stuff, and I saw that when I finally finished hooking everything up, I had this issue where like colors were like really screwed up. I was like, what the heck? And I talked.
Oh, there's.
Whoa!
Oh, finally she fell off.
She was like, ah!
That's what I thought would happen.
So anyway, I asked Artemis, I'm like, oh, like, have I hooked up something wrong? And like, his best guess was just like, I just had probably not like secured a module in there somewhere correctly. And I think the thing that had happened, during the stream, I decided to rearrange the order of some of my modules, and I was like, I was not building it on like a stable surface. I was, and we're back before the finish line. So anyway, I like unhooked modules. I was like trying to show it on camera. I was like doing it on my lap and on the couch, and it was, I did not get the module secured well enough. That was the problem. And so I took it apart again, the other day, and it's fine.
Good.
It's totally fixed.
By the way, somebody else just commented, is there any update for the DF N64 launch game episode?
I mean,
it's been a weird year for DF with that IGN thing, but let's just say we're working on some things that could perhaps change. I don't want to say too much, but there is plans to hopefully get that ball rolling again.
That's right.
But it's been a weird year.
Yeah. But we've got footage recorded. We got a starting.
Not all of it. We've got a good amount of 4K, nicely scaled footage ready to go. We got to start working on that proper.
So the apparently the Vietnamese currency is referred to as dongs.
Oh,
just so you know. And Yoshivu dropped another 20,000 dongs.
Oh my god,
that's a lot of
so
dongs.
good.
I mean, we're swimming in dongs over here.
Dongs tonight.
Literally swimming in them. Thank you.
Jet skiing in them.
Jet skiing. There's also another $20 in reals from Felipe 2K5. Thank you.
Again.
Saying with the Dreamcast running GTA VC. Oh, is it running? Are they doing Vice City now?
They are doing Vice City.
That's awesome.
Oh, really?
You guys believe that in terms of hardware, it could be able to run multi-platform games like Burnout 3. In terms of video output, I think the Dreamcast had the cleanest image of the generation. John?
I don't think Burnout 3 is possible. It just throws around too many verts, too many effects. Like, it's just the amount of stuff being pushed in that game at 60 FPS and all those effects on top of it, plus all the physics stuff. And I just don't think the Dreamcast would be up to that.
Yeah. I mean,
I think GTA 3 is a far simpler game running on that engine because it's renderware, right? Mm-hmm. Burnout 3 was like several generations beyond GTA 3 in terms of what they were doing with renderware.
I mean, a lot of people kind of seem to have this idea, and I think it's mostly born out of how clean that VGA image looks. But a lot of people seem to have this idea that like, the Dreamcast actually is more powerful than the PS2. And I think that really just comes from most games are 480p versus 480i, and that VGA looks so clean. But what would you say to dissuade them from believing that the Dreamcast is more powerful than the PS2?
Well, if he's talking about pure image quality, Dreamcast is probably the best.
But I don't think they're talking about image quality.
Okay.
But I think they are.
If I'm talking about image quality, then Dreamcast, I mean, like Xbox is arguably the worst. Even though it's the most powerful machine, the image quality is horrible on that thing. Yeah. Like, it's not good. It has major issues with the video output. PS2 is actually super clean.
Yeah, I actually went, so when I did all the 480p stuff for the SVS video, I think most people probably think of GameCube and Xbox when they think of 480p component versus PS2.
Right.
However, I did most of like the like quality comparisons with PS2 on that SVS video because I'm pretty positive. I'm actually not sure about Xbox, but Xbox component can be very, very, very noisy.
It's very noisy.
So, whereas GameCube can be clean, but it's got that like, is it 422 or 44420? I think it's 422.
Yeah, it has chroma subsampling.
Either way, it's like chroma subsample. And I think the YPBPR on PS2 is 444. I think.
I'm not sure, but
I've not
it
noticed.
doesn't exhibit those chroma.
It doesn't
when you do
exhibit the
chroma subsampling at lower resolutions like that, you really see bigger blocks. It's
and
quite
I don't
noticeable.
notice those issues on PS2.
Yeah, GameCube has that. GameCube games also tended to run at lower color depth, so they were very dithered. Or PS2 games were often 24-bit color.
I'm actually not convinced if GameCube games actually are running at a lower color depth in 480p versus 480i. I think it's just easier to tell.
No, they're both. 480i is the same lower color.
This
depth.
is where,
Oh, you're saying
just
lower
saying-
where I
compared to
glaze
PS2.
over.
compared to PS2.
I see.
Because I think the frame buffer on GameCube is actually even smaller. It's like 3
Right.
megabytes.
Yeah, it's just that you're right. In 480p, it is more obvious. Like I actually, even on my HD CRT back in the day, I could notice like almost this like jail bar effect in Wind Waker.
Yeah, it's
because of the
very
way that it
obvious.
used the dithering. I couldn't quite figure out like what is causing this.
But the PC monitor style VG output of Dreamcast really is just unbelievably good. It's so good, and
Yeah.
that is something that they absolutely nailed.
But hardware wise, like processing power wise, like you.
Oh, Dreamcast is still. So Dreamcast has a few issues. It has less memory than all the other consoles by quite a bit, right? Like it has 16 megs of system memory. PS2 has 32. I guess was GameCube actually like 24.
Well, look at that dinosaur opened up with
Oh wow.
They're robots.
Xbox has 64 megabytes of RAM, right?
Wow.
So Dreamcast is limited on that. VRAM ends up getting filled up more easily than you'd expect, according to the guys working on GTA 3 port. I forget the exact reasoning, but they burned through a lot of VRAM to make that work, even though it has 8 megs. I think it's 8 of VRAM. But the also things like transform and lighting are all done fully on the CPU, and like so basically it's doing scene transformations for the geometry on the SH4 CPU is just quite a bit slower, from what I gather. And like they're throwing everything, all the tricks at the book at GTA 3 to get it where it is, right? Like it's not a trivial thing what they're doing. Whereas GTA 3 on PS2, I would say, is rather unoptimized, and it could be much better with the knowledge learned later on. And Burnout 3 is just like, it's also a totally separate thing, but Burnout 3 would have been limited by the disc, because having talked to these guys at Criterion, the reason Burnout 3 didn't happen on GameCube is because the disc was too small.
Oh.
They actually love the GameCube at Criterion. They wanted to do Burnout 3 on GameCube, but at least according to some of the engineers I spoke to, like the disc was a major factor in them canceling that
Could
version.
they just cut some of the music?
It wasn't just the music. There was a lot of stuff going on with the game's data that apparently made that difficult.
A lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, asking them to cut the music when they got a licensed soundtrack is also potentially a problem, right?
Sure.
So, for whatever reason, that's the kind of thing. But what I do like is seeing Dreamcast just like being pushed in ways to the beyond what we thought was possible. Yeah. But I think the main thing is that when it comes to pushing a lot of triangles around, it still has its limitations.
And like there's just like so much like
You don't want to see me with hair.
bandwidth.
Not,
within the
especially
PS2.
not now.
Like aren't like
I can't
particle effects like
express how
almost
bad it would probably
free?
look.
Like depending on what type you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So Robert Hernandez with the trying to make a little discussion here, with $1.99 saying
$1.99.
480p games are more fun than 480i games.
That's a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
I think 240.
Try was thinking about it. He's like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, just to
480p can make a bad game good.
Yeah.
just to defend 480i a little bit though. Whoa.
That's weird.
Just to defend 480i a little bit though, like 480p looks amazing on like a VGA CRT, but like on like a 480p capable PVM or BVM or screen like that, there is something about how 480i looks on a 15 kilohertz screen that I used to not like, or I don't know how to put it, but like, over the years I've really come to appreciate how 480i on the right kind of CRT, just like, I don't know, it blends things in a way that I think it's just the way that it's like striking the fields, the alternating fields. Like somehow, I know there is a little flicker. I know there's a little flicker, but I don't know. It almost creates just this depth. Like we've often talked about how, at least Corey and I don't know what John's reaction was, but the first time Corey and I remember seeing Sonic Adventure like running on CRT and Electronics
480i.
Boutique.
Oh yeah.
Like we weren't really used to seeing 480i games, especially not 480i games that were that detailed.
Right.
And we couldn't understand why it looked so detailed, but it seemed.
You're just going right on the ice there. Like it's a little like luge.
Whoa. That character just busts on through there.
That's some serious Hydra Thunder shit right here.
Yeah, I mean this is essentially like Jet Ski Thunder.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that's what they decided they wanted to make. Like, they said like just do that. It sounds more fun than like a pure on.
This game's a ton of fun. What was
I saw
Rides Gone Wild.
Yep.
Yeah, Audie said that you guys are pickup thieves, saying I picked up Splashdown when I first was at Tries last week.
Well,
I'm the only one who did not steal your idea here.
Well, I picked it up because John picked it up, and then we actually played it when we got back.
Well, Audie asked me if he should pick it up, and I said he should pick it up.
But you hadn't played it. You just
I only played the first one.
You based that recommendation on the first game.
That's right.
And then we didn't know that the rides actually go wild in Splashdown Rides Gone Wild.
You guys didn't sample it.
And then, we didn't have time. We just didn't have time.
Well, come on.
But now we did, and then I saw how wild those rides have gone, and I decided I also need my rides to go wild. So
now the rides
and now we're riding wild.
Now rides are all wild. Give me a second. I'll see if I can find a picture of me with hair. I can show everybody a picture of me with hair when it was like when I was losing it.
I saw a little family picture of you and your brother in the guest bedroom.
Yeah.
It's like you both look totally like you still do now. Like your faces are just like very recognizable, I think.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This ice tube kind of makes me think of Metroid Prime, like the Phendrana drifts.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There's another 2 reals from Felipe 2K5.
Whoa.
Saying Ape Escape 3 in 480i looks amazing on a CRT television.
It does.
Yeah.
So maybe after this game,
Ape Escape.
You want to play Jackie Chan Water Sports?
What?
Oh, don't
JC.
Yeah, baby. Jackie Chan Water Sports. Try doesn't know what that is. Sorry, Audie.
Also, let's see here. Yeah, what? Can claim ignorance. I think after the stream, I'm gonna watch Last of Us. When does it premiere? At what time? 9:00? Maybe
Watch
in 2
what?
minutes. Episode 1 of Last of Us, season 2.
Oh, okay. T-Loop.
By the way,
yes.
I mean, it sounds like Audie is here in the chat. Audie, did you see the message I sent you yesterday that I found a Godfrey Ho movie? I found a Godfrey Ho VHS.
You're waiting for him to answer, but he cannot answer.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta.
He'll have to present in text.
You would have loved the place we went to yesterday. John wasn't there, but it was awesome.
Decision.
I'm trying to find you a picture.
I want to see Corey with like long flowing hair.
At no
that
point
does
do I
not
have long
exist.
flowing hair.
Such a pic does exist of Audie, though. I've seen
Yeah.
this.
I want to see Try inverted. No hair on top, but a large ass beard.
Well, look!
Whoa.
She flew like so far.
Worth it. Oh no! Right at the end too.
Oh, but I didn't lose first.
Oh, that was fun. Let's do it. Let's go again.
So did you want to switch to one of your games?
Sure.
Or
why
do
don't
you want me to
save
do
it?
one more?
Well, let's see what the next track is. I'm curious.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wanna see
trying
if
to
it goes
find
wild.
a picture of me with hair by myself.
But since we're doing PS2,
don't
my next
mind.
game will have to be PS2. I know which one I'm gonna do.
You
Show a
don't
picture
want
of
to
me with a-
incriminate the other people who saw you with hair?
Yeah.
It's a secret to everyone what Corey looks like with hair.
If you put
Yes.
Corey picture with hair, it's gonna be the stream gone wild next.
It's gonna be, yeah. Nobody wants to see a picture of me. Like, I don't know. Maybe. Here we go.
I want to see.
will,
Try. You should shave the top of your head so it's like bald, but
Maybe
then
I
like
can do
grow
this.
like a mullet.
I can do this. Is you can't really
Okay,
see
fork
too
and
much,
fork.
but I can go like this. I wonder if I can. Well, no, I can. Let's see here.
The thing is, we're talking about hair, and we don't even have Alex Battaglia here
Yeah.
or Oliver McKenzie.
We can. I will try to.
I would imagine Alex might be a little more qualified to talk about hair than any of us.
Yes, or Tom Morgan.
Yes.
Swoon. His hair
Tom Morgan is definitely the hair expert of the
amongst
DF
us,
crew.
by far. The man knows what's up.
You can't really see it here, but I will share this. I mean, this is
He's going to share this on a very strict
y'all. This is
condition, everyone.
2003.
Is this when you were going to like shoot stuff at E3?
This is after.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Make
I was so
sure.
excited to catch a glimpse of Corey with hair.
What?
that I missed the boy.
Oh.
I went on the wrong side. But
And I don't know if Chris Shaman's still here, but you can see the side of his head in this photo. The side of his face.
the waves do seem to be pretty wild in this stage, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, they're finally starting to get a little bit more wild.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm not showing that photo. That's okay. I don't need to share that photo. Thank you. All right. What did I miss here?
Oh, look at all this.
I like almost exactly the
Let's
same.
go.
Yeah. The crispy white tea, extremely 2003. Yeah.
Did you also have frosted tips, Corey?
No, never. I didn't do that. I didn't do that crap.
But 2003.
I know.
That seems more like 1999. Yeah.
So there was also Master Safer, who we had the
yes.
pleasure of meeting at Midwest Gaming Classic last
Indeed.
week.
Oh, cool.
Was very excited to meet us. But thank you. Has been a member for 23 months in a row.
Nice.
Oh,
Thank-
shoot, look at that. The ship's busted through.
Saying John needs to give an in-depth explanation on water physics of these games.
I mean, you.
So I think the first one actually does more with water sim because like it has like polygon ripples that like behave and react to the different riders. I think this one seems to be a little more scripted, and it's probably because they're going for this like
Wild.
crazy over the top thing, and they need the water to behave a certain way in certain parts of the track.
Yeah. Like I think the way they have visualized the water is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's got a nice like they have like a reflection map on there to give.
Oh, look at all the. Are those like cannonballs falling in the water that was making those splooshes?
Yeah, I think so. But see how it's got the nice reflection map kind of thing? It's like because this is like, you know, the PS2 didn't have like pixel shaders or anything, right? So they had to come up with ways to kind of simulate that look as much as they could to get the shiny water.
Yeah.
I think it works.
It do.
Everyone's like commenting on my plain white T-shirt.
You're gonna have to share this.
I was skinny enough to be able to just wear a plain white T-shirt, and that's it. It just like it looked okay at that moment in time.
Dude, I've tried to wear a plain white t-shirt now, and that ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, same here. It's like
You could
I feel
probably
like
pull it off better than I could.
I feel like I don't know if I've seen you wear any color shirt other than black.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm like about 80% of my shirts are in the darker colors.
yeah. I mean, same here. I mean,
I
it's
don't really like light color shirts that much.
Well, I like my yellow Saru.
If I had the
shirt.
Saru one, I would do it.
based on that picture. I seem to have not aged at all, if very little, if at all.
Wow.
I guess that's funny, right?
Oh, pirate ship blown up.
That it was.
We're going through.
That it was 22
We're
years
going through.
ago. That almost as much time has passed than I had lived at that point.
Oh God.
Oh, what?
The plain white T-shirt days are long behind us.
Yeah. Yeah, dark colors are nice because they hide the details.
Yep.
I mean,
All right.
he's not wrong.
Yep. It do be like that.
There should be game audio. It's just very low.
I mean,
And you're
I
using
can turn up a teeny
the
bit, but-
cinematic soundtrack, not the licensed one.
Yeah. Well, if you use the licensed soundtrack, it would get
That could get
flagged.
copyright flagged.
Yeah, because
I
like
didn't know
featuring
to
bands
change
such as
that.
the
Oh,
Donnas.
there's like, you're like,
yeah, I'm going through the treasure trove.
they're doing a weird effect on that gold.
Yeah, it was almost like, oh wow, I really felt that speed down.
So Vincent Amond in the chat is asking what is your stance on Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus?
Oh, man. John and I have been talking about that game like all weekend. I mean, it's come up multiple times. We haven't really
We
discussed
both
it.
like it.
We both like it, yeah. I think
it's very competent.
it controls. And I like how like it. Kind of what we were talking about with like Headhunter. Like it controls not in a way that's like typical of like third-person shooters today, but.
They're still figuring it out at the time.
But in a way that I think really works. Like, I think it plays pretty darn smoothly. Like, I don't know about the story. I don't remember anything about the story. I don't really care if the story's good or not. But it's fun to play. It is fun to play.
Is. All right, Corey. I think we're ready for the next game.
All right, is it my turn? My turn to pick something for you?
Or,
Oh, you want to?
Well, who's,
I'm gonna pick something for John.
All right,
for
go ahead.
John to play.
Go ahead.
You pick for John. Okay. Oh, look, did I win?
Yeah, boy. So I'm going to take a question here. We got from Paul Blakeman for $5. He says, John, do I need the LG CX for the best BFI experience on OLED TV? Or can I get that with the RT 4K or another model? Thank you. I still think the X series of OLEDs has the best built-in BFI for TVs.
I think it's very good. But you know what you can also do?
What?
You can take the BFI on like a more modern LG OLED
Yeah.
and double it up with the Retrode 4K.
You can, and it does actually work, but it's still not as like the CX or the GX, the BFI. It does dim the picture, but motion is basically 100% perfect. There's zero blur. Nice.
I'm just trying to bring up the chat.
Oh yeah, RT 4K BFI is limited to 1440p as well.
Correct. That's the highest you can go while outputting 120 hertz, which is necessary for that. Although, you know what? If you have to if you have to output 120 hertz for BFI to work, then it wouldn't work on the newer OLEDs.
Right.
Because they can't do 120 hertz. They can't do BFI for 120 hertz content.
Yeah, it would only work on the
the 2020 and 2021 models.
Yeah.
I mean, sort of as a cautionary tale, a lot of people talk about, they're like, I would really like to, get a TV of this year or that year. Or you were just saying today, like, wouldn't it be neat to have one of those early those early 1080p OLED, so you have like a 1080p screen for 1080p content that's OLED and all that good stuff. But the thing people aren't thinking about is those are inherently older OLEDs, and they don't hold up as well as newer models. Like they probably have burn-in, uneven degradation, stuff like that. And
yeah, look at that. So it's funny because John got this, but I got the US version.
Oh, so okay, this is
Yes.
actually 97.
Yeah.
Right. So this is like an
Updated version.
oh,
Of
but it's
Shutokō
got the
Battle
same video in the
97.
intro.
Exactly.
But you're gonna have the cutscenes of the racers, right?
Where the
That's
guy's
right.
Calling you out.
very politely challenging you.
Yeah. So yeah, I got what I get is it Tokyo Highway Battle.
Yes. Or wait,
I got Tokyo Highway Battle.
I
for
can't remember if
PS1.
Saturn version may have only been 97, but I can't remember actually. Now that I think about it.
But back to Paul Blakeman's question, he's saying, I have a C1, so no need to track down a CX. I mean, the BFI will be ever so slightly sharper, but also darker.
Darker.
On a CX or a GX. And it's another part of the cautionary tale. You know, Corey's been very concerned on this. He got a GX for extremely cheap. It was, you know, at this liquidator place. It was new in box, but it actually has
Oh,
like
sorry, my butt crack was showing. My mouth crack. Sorry about that. Thanks. Oh well, at some point, not right now, but when I was maybe doing something. Sorry. I will.
Wait, why are you apologizing?
I don't know. There might be. Could be children watching
Oh,
who'd never
fair.
seen a butt.
They see raw butt
But-
crack.
But anyway, Corey's got we can't really see it now with this content, and honestly, it's not that bad. Like he had been.
I
very
love that
concerned
shot of them
about it.
hanging out on the
Yep.
pier. Like the one guy in the distance is kind of. There's like that quick cut to him.
Hold on, Troy.
Watch right there.
First,
I love that.
because it's just too good. The seriousness of it all.
Yeah.
So it's the PlayStation version. PlayStation has two versions of this game. I
Okay.
believe. So there was the PlayStation, then the Saturn, then another PlayStation version, I think.
And for clarity, we're on Saturn.
We're on Saturn. So I own the PlayStation game, but I never actually had the Saturn game on disc. So, and I found it today for cheap, so I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, and I got the PlayStation version. It was $17, $17.99. And I thought it was pretty cool. You know, the drifting is it feels very Outrun 2-ish, which I liked.
I was trying to. We'll just
These
go back.
digitized cutscenes could also be a candidate for the upscaling model.
Okay, I don't think they. I'd like
So
to
I think
be-
that the soundtracks on these is it.
Oh,
Shh.
レーシングドライバーの津屋圭一です。なんか俺と勝負がしたいってやつがゴロゴロいるみたいで。
It's like try not to laugh.
それじゃあいつもじゃないけど勝負
it's too quiet. I can't hear it.
まあ君たちの腕がです
Sorry.
ね、上に上がってきたらいつでも勝負してあ
I
げ
guess
た
it
い
would
と。
bleed to the mic.
それでは
But he's basically
What was he?
to people talking who wanted to challenge him.
Was he
but-
using polite language?
Of course.
Look at him right there.
We'll save two. Wait, do you have a cartridge in there? Let's try it.
There should be a card in there, yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. That worked.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, so but I think the audio on at least the PlayStation version is Redbook, and you could probably put it in your CD player. and
right.
listen to
Notice
it.
how there's no dithering though.
Oh, like on the windshield?
Yeah, I didn't like how the dithering looked. Like,
See, I liked how
I thought it was all right.
I liked how it looked. I
don't
liked
know,
it.
I thought it was kind of weird.
We're just
I don't hate dithering, but that implementation of dithering was just it was weird.
listen.
So,
I think you actually do hate dithering. You don't have to pretend like you don't.
Cool.
You hate dithering on gray windshields specifically.
Yes.
Oh, so okay, so this one's slightly longer, so you have to do 2 laps around the track.
I see.
Well, let's say the two. I thought it said slap at first.
I see audio saying the soundtrack to these games are worth 100 times more than the games themselves. I don't know if he's saying
Yeah.
like worth more in
Oh no,
to
like
his heart or
the money.
financially.
you try to buy the actual soundtrack. So I think Audie and I discovered we discovered the music to this not that long ago when I was doing that video last year. And we're like, oh my god, it sounds amazing. And I think he looked up like how much does the soundtrack cost? I think it was a lot.
Yeah.
Really? But then you could just get the game and listen to it in your CD player.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Goemon soundtrack for N64 that I have is like more valuable than any game I own.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I just bought that online because I was like, ooh, look at this. I love that game soundtrack.
So you see, instead of dithering, there's like kind of like squared pixel
Yeah.
stuff. In the
Oh,
windshield.
it is a little weird.
So it's just different looking.
Is it just because of how they're doing the shading?
Yeah. PlayStation uses dithering to get kind of a smoother color palette thing going on, but also the shadows are dither on Saturn.
Yeah. But overall, like, the spirit of the game is
It's good on
similar
both.
between the two.
I found
Yeah.
it to be in my video where I compared all the racing games on both systems. I found this to be one of the closest ones where it was. There were differences, but it was largely awesome in both. Oh yeah, this music.
This one's only set in the daytime. Yeah,
No, it has. It
but
goes to evening and night, but it's not smooth like PlayStation.
it only happens when you go through tunnels.
It happens in the tunnel, so like
Yeah.
when you come out, it'll be evening or whatever at a certain point. It doesn't have that like smooth.
In the
fading.
PlayStation, it gets gradually.
Yeah, you actually see it changing.
I saw one of these Tokyo. What was it? Tokyo Battle Racer? Is that the series name?
So I mean, the U.S. name that's usually used is Tokyo Extreme Racer,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is that was the name assigned to it for Dreamcast.
I saw that one of them was called Zero.
But that's not to be complain.
it's the PS2 one, the first one.
Confused with like.
And then the second PS2 one is called 01.
Okay.
So 001.
Wow.
There's also Kaido Battle and Racing Grand Prix C1 from Genki. There's a bunch of. Genki did a lot of PS2 racing games.
And did Marcy on N64.
It's
Any other
true.
N64 games they do?
I'm not sure. But they definitely did Super Magnetic Neo on Dreamcast.
Oh gosh, I cannot stand how that character looks.
Yeah, but the game's good. Let's be clear here. Let's not beat around the bush.
I mean, I like Kiddy Kong more than I like Super Magnetic Neo.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
I can't. I was. If you were to say, I like Kiddy Kong more than Pin Pin Triathlon, then I would agree with you.
But
Well, what about
Robotic-
Chef Rock 2, Son of Chuck?
I take well,
Why you-
versus Magnetic Neo or Kiddy Kong.
I think Chuck is worse than Super Magnetic Neo, and similar on par as Kiddy Kong.
I only slightly dislike Kiddy Kong.
Oh,
I mean, is Kiddy Kong maybe the worst character design of all time?
no, but it's close.
I only slightly dislike Kiddy Kong.
So
The thing is whenever we talk about this stuff with Audie, he's always like, Wonder Dog is the best. I just can't stop talking about how good Wonder Dog is.
I mean, I liked it. I liked it when it came out. But I mean, I don't know.
I messed that up.
I would play that over like a lot of Core's other games.
I see. We got another 10 reals from Felipe.
Yes.
Saying suggestion for DF Retro
Oh,
about the Neo Geo
okay.
console from the 90s that survived until 2005. Saturn/PSX suffered in ports and had contemporary games on the OG Xbox. Pinnacle of 2D, many frames of animation.
That is a good point.
That it went for so long.
And actually, I have a friend in Frankfurt that has a very large AES collection. I wonder, I could potentially, maybe he would let me film B-roll of it.
You know
I have
what?
to ask, because that could be useful.
That kind of makes me think about how like Super Famicom games were being released until 2000, which
It's true.
I that could maybe be an interesting topic, like a look at all of the games released for a system after that platform holder's successor was already out.
That would
Like look at
NES games after the
Super Nintendo, Super Famicom games after like 97 to 2000.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be that many, but it wouldn't be insignificant either.
Yeah. I think that's kind of a good idea.
I like that idea.
Oh, this is the song. This is a great one.
I mean, speaking of which, some of the games that
Dude, terrible.
you bought a few games that you were interested in just because you saw them as being games primarily designed for the HD era, but they had PS2 versions.
Yes, exactly.
So we'll probably play some of those in a little bit too.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking just earlier today about how in your memory, God of War 2 released in 2006 before the PS3. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was 2007 because I know I bought it in early 2007.
Yep.
Yep. 2007 PS2 game, like a big time AAA,
one, yeah.
kind of considered one of the all-time great Sony first-party games.
Before I read Warren Hockey's thing, donation, I see Madanashi is saying, is this a fever dream, or was John within the last year at his parents' house and was playing with some American history memorabilia? So that was last year when you were on stream, like not locally, right? You were at your parents, and you're like because your dad collects World War II.
World War I and World War II.
Yes.
Memorabilia, yeah, he does. He is to World War I and World War II as I am to games, but maybe even more so.
Real? What? How could that be?
Even though he did HR his whole life, he studied history in college. And he's done a lot of writing for books, and basically a historian on this stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he went through like all my grandfather's stuff.
He was able to identify some pretty cool stuff about your grandfather, actually.
Yeah, like just stuff that I
right away
didn't really know.
Really?
Yeah. And but he looked him up and found all this other stuff about him that I just did not know.
That does sound like a fever dream, though.
Yeah, but it's very funny because as he was discovering this stuff, he'd occasionally text message me and be like, "John Linneman Sr. here." What do you think about this thing? Like these photos.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, there was also $2 from Warren Hockey saying, hot take, MotorStorm is modern day Road Rash. I mean, would you say that's...
I can see that.
Shh. That pause before he starts talking.
Aeropods.
No. It's because then it's going to be...
It's going to mess up the mic. It's fine.
It's just going to be... And I got to turn it back down. I like that he's got a... spins in his chair a little bit.
I have a Japanese friend watching the stream and wondering about the game if we were playing, asking if the game we're playing was made by my company. I was like, no.
You don't make company. You don't make companies. You don't make games.
このゲームはジョンさんの会社のゲームですか？家でびっくりしましたって。
Give your response in Japanese.
Okay. 今のゲームはそのセガサターン専用に作られたですね。まあレトロゲームばかりやってるからね。
そう。
セガサターン知ってる？
そうです。
So is MotorStorm modern day Road Rash?
Let's see.
I don't think you can be like Road Rash unless you can punch people.
But that's the thing. MotorStorm does allow you to punch people.
Oh, because there are bikes.
The bikes and
that's
the
right.
ATVs, and it's really good. But it also has
You go flying too. I forgot they had those vehicles.
Man, that's
in a random while you think about that, or unless you're done considering it, I've been randomly playing through Nier Replicant. And I almost feel like thematically, like the Nier games are a successor to the Quintet games.
Huh,
like
yeah, okay.
like Illusion
yeah,
of
I can see
Gaia
that.
or Terra Enigma. Like they feel like because there's a lot of tragedy that happens in them, right? So
Yeah.
like just tragedy, but like the way of life, essentially, right? So I was thinking about that. as I've been-
Corey's been playing near round.
Yeah, I just popped it in recently. So if nobody has heard about it, like I just did like a little podcast with the folks at Retro Hangover. We talk about our 5 favorite intros or first levels, and I was talking about.
Do I hear a Nelly? Oh my gosh, it's a Nelly! Come up here, Nelly. Come up here, Nelly. Yes. Oh,
Oh, there she is.
yes, I got a bean.
Look at that
I
tail
got a
go.
Nelly bean.
Look at that tail.
Yes. Oh, yes, it's a Nelly bean. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Oh, look at that bean. Look at that bean. Oh.
Look at that tail going. There was $20 from Trig the Discovery.
Oh, goodness.
Thank you. Asking if you could go back in time and make any failed or just underperforming consoles successful, what would you choose?
That's a fantastic question.
Virtual
Roll
Boy.
that beautiful beam
I was
footage.
thinking the same thing.
So, I know most people will be first to say Dreamcast, but Dreamcast still got an amazing library. Virtual Boy, however, after spending more time with it, I think the hardware is so cool that I'm sad that we got robbed of all the various cool games that could have existed for it. And it died so fast that we never got to experience them. What's up?
I was just gonna say, like, I see Minaj was asking about want to know about podcast stuff. So I just was on this thing, this podcast. If you look up Retro Hangover podcast, it was just something that came out today. It's like a hour-long little 3 people, like me and 2 other people, 2 of the hosts, talking about our favorite first levels. I feel like I like my pick.
It's a great
My
topic.
picks.
But yeah, I kind of agree with John. Like, you know, I feel people would expect me to say N64. Like, I would like the N64 to have been even bigger and better in terms of its success. I mean, I think it was a certainly a lower performing system for Nintendo, but you know, I think it
Oh, thank you, Henry Clark.
reached a level of popularity that I think people underestimate.
Sorry
But
about that.
Virtual Boy, like that screen tech is actually really cool.
It's
The
really cool.
3D effect is great. I don't think it's really headache inducing. As people like, I feel like most people just parrot the headache inducing things without having really put real time.
I think
Virtual
somebody
Boy.
probably said that once, and then everybody just parrots the line.
And I think if I always like to say the way I play Virtual Boy is with the stand, but I lay down and just let the stand rest against my chest and let it fall into my face, and it's extraordinarily comfortable. The controller is pretty good too, I think.
Well, also, the thing that really wasn't common back then that is common now is motorized desks. And like having a standing desk, you can just raise it to exactly the right height with 0 strain.
Or if they came up with some sort of like head strap.
Well,
thing,
there was actually some additional accessories. My Virtual Boy came with all the pamphlets in the box,
Right.
and there was accessories that were not released, advertised within.
Yes, I actually, I did a recent stream where I went through like all of my like game manuals, like manuals from things that aren't like, like DVD or CD case games where the manual's just in the case. Like, manuals I had stored separately. And someone had given me a Virtual Boy manual some years ago. And I saw that too. There were a lot of things. I'm like, wait, it listed things you could order directly from Nintendo. I'm like, I don't think this ever was a
came
thing.
out. Yeah. I'm just happy I got the Super Famicom power adapter thing.
Yeah. But like, could you imagine if like Virtual Boy took off and then 98 we got the Virtual Boy Color?
Oh man.
I think that would have been really cool. Like, Virtual Boy is a neat system. I don't know what would change to make it a bigger success. But I think
calling it Boy is actually the big mistake because like people associate it with Game Boy.
Handheld.
A handheld portable machine.
You can't travel with it.
Absolutely not that.
Right.
Like you could technically move it, but it's not like the Game Boy.
Right, exactly. What would Corey's pick be? I think John and I are aligned on Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
Like just pick a failed or underperforming system that.
The Dreamcast probably.
Yeah. That's another. I mean that's maybe the best answer, the right answer.
Yeah. For the record, Audie said earlier, he said the Jaguar. Anyways, I got to go way back because I missed a donation from EB Chill 2. I'm really sorry about that.
Tonight.
Yes. Saying EB Chill with $10 27 minutes ago. Sorry about that. And thanks to Henry Clark for notifying me. Saying just beat Resident Evil Code Veronica for the Dreamcast on a 1996 Sony Trinitron yesterday in 480i. It looked great and felt great. Nice to see John on the stream. It's a great looking game.
I actually played through the Dreamcast version of Code Veronica for the first time a couple years ago. I'd always played the GameCube version.
Oh, what do you think?
It was really cool, but it was not Code Veronica X because Code Veronica X only released on Dreamcast in Japan.
Right. That's true.
Maybe I don't think in Europe.
No,
I think just Japan.
Just Japan.
So it was the base Code Veronica.
Yeah, the original.
First time playing through a non-X version, and I certainly enjoyed myself, but I was disappointed by how much smaller Wesker's presence is.
Oh yeah, in the original non-X version, it was barely any Wesker.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a fan response. It feels like
Yeah.
when they added more Wesker.
Yeah, well, I mean it was such like a big moment to where like Wesker like finally comes back and like he's like really scary. And at the end of that game, like, oh man, next time Wesker comes back, like things gonna be crazy, and they were when in 5,
Right.
I've never played the X version. I've only played the Dreamcast version.
Really? Oh, okay.
There was $2 from For Love of the Game. Thank you. Saying, is Downhill Domination Road Rash on bikes? And absolutely it is. Absolutely
Yeah,
is.
John turned me on to Downhill Domination when I visited him last year.
Love
And
that game.
It's good.
I played
It's
on
like
that-
it's so crisp too.
I played it on that B&O. Whew, that looks so good.
He's saying I'm really boring, this dude. What a bore.
Well, I mean,
But you beat him.
he looks
Oh, shh.
like wind up to him talking.
It's a little too early to be
What
battling
are those
him.
things on the shelf over there? I want it's some kind of meat.
It's a hubcap behind him.
No, there was like a shelf of like movies or something.
There was also 1999 from Robert Hernandez. Thank you so much. Saying, question for the panel: what are your thoughts on retro game controllers like the Virtual On? I assume twin sticks or the Steel Battalion controllers. Does it take away from the gameplay experience if one plays the game without these controllers? Well, I think for Steel Battalion, I don't think it's even possible to play it without it.
To my knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, Virtual On, it's much easier to play it with the twin sticks, and I feel like Virtual On is one of those games that I like so much about it, but I'm so bad at it, and I've never been good at it.
Oil cooler.
But I really like the music, the visuals. I really like the music in those games. But I guess without two analog sticks, it's just hard to get it right. And when you play it in the arcade, it almost feels like weird in the arcade too, just having to take both the sticks and tilt them outwards to make you jump. But it's certainly a lot easier to control than with say the Dreamcast pad. I would say that it is important.
We can move on to the next game, by the way.
Yep, I'll but what do you guys say while I switch?
To whether you have to whether those games lose something. I mean, yeah,
What were you
Steel
talking
Battalion.
about?
I mean, I feel like Steel Battalion, there probably isn't. I've not played far into Steel Battalion, but I feel like there probably wouldn't be much to it if it weren't for the experience of using the controller. Whether it's possible or not to even play it that way, I don't know. But I feel like the game design would be totally different if it weren't for expecting that controller to be there.
Right.
I mean, you know, I'm so glad I played.
I know what this is.
Look what Corey's popping
Tengen.
in for me. Look at Nelly just still laying on my lap here.
So roll that beautiful beam footage.
So I have no idea how this game plays, but I saw what I believe is a European copy.
Hey, wait, is that the princess at the end of Super Mario Brothers? No, wait. Yeah. SMB1.
The colors are about exactly the same, aren't they?
It looks like her.
So it's
Only less distorted.
Yeah, it starts straight into the game. Maybe it starts with an intro level.
Okay,
the takeaway gameplay experience if one plays without these controllers. I would say to an extent, maybe it probably does. But you know, like I think with like a dual analog controller, like you can get the virtual on experience with the two like on a dual shock.
No, Corey, no, not well.
I mean, it's the closest you could be.
It's the closest you can get, but because it doesn't have the buttons directly on the stick, it still feels a little bit off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're right. I guess it works okay-ish.
Okay, we need to figure out how to play this game.
Can you jump?
Can
you punch upwards?
All I can seem to do is punch right in front of me.
What
if it goes like up and stuff?
The C button.
Oh, what? Why did that not work? Oh, does...
What do you do?
Punching eyes.
What were you doing differently?
I don't know. I do
Yeah.
not.
You weren't
I've never...
direction?
So I'm probably gonna have to do this in a certain order. I might have already screwed up.
It's very possible. It looks like that's the puzzle.
Oh,
right?
oh wait, she fell. So I can get her lower down.
But you can't. What are those yellow blocks? I guess the brown yellow blocks.
They probably. I bet if I like.
You can't do anything to them.
Oh, well, they fall up until. But if it's the last block in the row, I can't do anything. Okay.
Everybody's like, punch up. This is the worst Indiana Jones port ever.
Can I like restart the level? If I
Sorry about it, brother. You're just gonna have to lose, brother.
I don't know how to lose. I don't.
Can you do something with those ladders?
They fell a bit, but I think I've like done everything I actually can do.
So this is a one button game? Like the C button doesn't do anything?
Well, I don't know exactly how the buttons map to your wireless Game Gear controller, but C and B both do this. I don't know if the A button does. The A button ain't doing nothing.
You can see the noise. The rolling noise.
What's the rolling noise?
That's just how his Game Gear mod is.
Yeah.
Mine does not. Although it has some jail bars, but it doesn't really show up if you use the filters on the Game Gear screen.
All right, I'm gonna open this buzzball, man.
You gotta bring her to the ladders.
I'm terrified to drink this thing.
I think you messed up.
I'm gonna be hungover.
I know, but like
from this one drink, probably.
I don't like. I don't see a way to restart or anything.
Well, normally on the Game Gear, you just flick it on and off.
Ooh,
I guess,
dude, this buzzball, it's like drinking. It's like a condensed margarita.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But way stronger.
Corey, you need to reset the Game Gear because I don't know how to reset the game. Like this is my IQ dropping? It's 52.3.
Wait, there's that's $2 from Wern Hokey.
Yeah.
Has DF Retro covered Hydro Thunder? It should.
It should.
I think it showed up in my water episode, but I want to do more with it.
Do all the
dude, that's a great idea.
All 6, so
all the versions of Hydro Thunder.
With
a save
file maybe.
I wonder.
Let me look up how to.
How to like start over?
Erase it.
So
Corey's getting shit-faced.
Uh-oh. Hang on.
and I don't know what like the black squares are. Like I wasn't able to get anything to go all the way down.
I like how your character is a big old...
The player can restart a puzzle by pressing 1 plus 2, which costs a life. The game tracks the number of...
Wait, I do what?
If you
1
press...
plus 2.
Yeah. That's how you start over.
Wait.
Oh, you can select
Select.
Ron. Go back to 1.
Ah,
There you go.
okay.
So this is Popils, or Magical Puzzle. Magical Puzzle Popils.
Yeah, the European version just seems to be called
Magical puzzle popple.
Okay, I can.
You should just do like a complete Thunder episode, like every Thunder
Dude,
game.
you're right. Thunder episode. Man, after Japan...
Just you
maybe
can
I
call
wanna
it
do
the
that.
Thunder.
The Thunder.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna bring the Thunder. You can have it. You can
That's a great
get
idea.
a copyright strike and have AC/DC's Thunderstruck in the intro.
Well, see, Corey, what you do is you make that for the Patreon version only.
So do I
There you
even
go.
know
Or you
what
have
it-
who was it that did music for the Road Rash? The
Oh,
original-
Andrew Elmore.
Yeah.
Andrew, you want to do it? Your take on Thunderstruck?
There we go.
Yato dekita.
You've done it.
This game is weird. I'm having a hard time bragging about. I would need. I feel I would need to like read a manual or
Ja-
something like understand the mechanics a little better.
Tarai-kun.
So Jonathan Hinson says you could review and then review Thunder in Paradise, but wouldn't it be funny if you just
Oh my
did
God.
Thunder
Thunders.
games and then you had that game like in there, even though it's not just like you just
Bring the thunder.
yeah.
Dude, okay, I'm actually into this idea now.
I mean, it'd be fun because I feel like those are
Those are popular.
well, those
I
are like
freaking love them.
like at that time
Yeah.
that was like the arcade experience. I guess there's so like it was such a big part of going to an arcade during that time. And there's like Arctic Thunder's pretty cool. Like that's the snowmobile one. And you could
Destroy the triangle with a punch.
That's all I can do. I can only punch. I can't do anything else.
dude this
Okay.
thing is like this
I don't. Okay.
Buzzball man. Oh
They could do like a reskin of this game, but it's Homestar Runner.
yeah.
Sure.
It's just Strong Bad is the one punching the blocks, and you gotta rescue Homestar
Sure.
for some reason.
What do you think about Nelly just hanging out there?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's you can see like she does that all the time with me. She just like lays there on you.
This is the longest she's laid on my lap.
Yeah.
Hint. Climb
Those
ladder
Buzzballs
lap.
seem foul. Yeah, I mean, this is like the first and last time that I'll probably ever have one. If John lived in the country, I would send all of them with him.
Well, you don't like it?
I mean, it's fine.
Oh, the triangle.
I
is
would
bad.
not. I don't think that's something that I would
I
have.
would not buy it.
It
but
tastes like high school. It tastes like, or
if
like
it-
college.
If it was
Yeah.
available for free, then I would just drink it like I have just done now.
You want another one? I can go get you
No.
another one.
I don't need another one.
I know exactly. Like they're 15% alcohol. Like I feel like it's gonna mess you up.
I don't think it would mess me
I mean,
up.
they're
but,
they're
like,
they're they're for kids who want to. For
wanna get
college
shit-faced
age kids
real
who want to
fast.
get drunk as quickly as they can before they go out to the bar or club.
Put the funnel in the rear.
That's what they're
side.
for. Buzzball sounds like a bad decision. Yes.
おー、負けました。トライ君、これからできるだけ日本語で話せろ。
Hanasu Nihongo?
喋ろ
I can mix it with the chord. That's what John's been doing. He's been mixing it with something, but I don't know. That's not something that I care enough to do.
う。
Dingus Clear says, I miss
ゲーム
Zima.
を開発したの知ってる
Game Gear playing now.
Tremendous.
no.
years ago, we when I was in high school,
Wait.
we had someone buy us Zimas, and we went camping and drank
I like
a
how
whole
it
bunch
sounds-
of Zimas.
Because of Corey's mic difference, it sounds like you're telling a story to a completely different audience over there in the corner.
I know. Well, I think it's really fun because
That's fun.
I can interject while you guys are talking. I've been
great.
interjecting very quietly when you say stuff. When you guys are talking
Audio
about
is the commentary. Audio. Corey is the commentary.
when you're talking about like 422 and 420 and everything, and I was like, I said this is where I start to glaze over. When you guys are like,
Dude, stop the cap. Come on.
no cap.
Stop glazing me.
Yeah, stop glazing. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Just like Eli Porter.
This is running on the Game Gear. It's running on a
Like an actual Game Gear of the
yeah,
model.
a McWill modded Game Gear with a right-angled VGA connector coming out of it.
All right, this is the level up we started on. Now we have learned from the beginning.
Okay, so now do you get it?
We will find out.
Understand your problem.
Uh-oh.
John's son and my son became like best friends the other day.
Oh, they were chilling.
Yeah, we went to see these wooden trolls that kind of look like the Rolling Giant.
Yep.
Yeah, we learned their history.
Yeah. And John's son and my son were like palling around the entire time.
Oh,
Pat,
yeah.
and patting each other on the back a bunch.
Look at me. I learned how to play.
But John showed me the oldest view
Oh, man.
YouTube series, and it was pretty incredible. If you've never watched it, watch the playlist. It's kind of a masterclass in tension
Yeah.
and build up. It's pretty good, and just like in creepiness.
Creepy imagery and dead malls. I mean, you know.
Well, you don't want to
Oh yeah, I mean, and also like he was made popular by like the back rooms, which is very. So like I kind of wrote some of that off at first because it's like, oh, kids are super into the back rooms.
Yeah, it's
So-
made by the person who made the back rooms.
And
I think it's better.
Drew himself is very young, but I'm like,
Yeah, he's 20
like
apparently.
dude, this guy's super talented. Like,
Well, because I was just going through my YouTube subscriptions, and you were looking at it, and you're like, "Oh, you're subscribed to Cane Pixels. It's awesome, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, like the backroom stuff is really really cool." But then you were like, "Yeah, do you ever watch the oldest view?" And it's really good.
right? I think it's a big step up. Like you can see he evolves a lot.
Yeah,
Created something that was just it's a roller coaster ride.
yeah. But if you can, it's called The Oldest View. Watch the YouTube series. The first one is like, yeah. Don't spoil it though. Like if you just looked up Rolling Giant, like at least start from the second one, from part 2.
Yep.
The first part is just kind of like a short little 4-minute thing, but then starting with part 2, it's really good.
Sort
But
of builds a whole narrative.
yeah, it's pretty neat. I watched it with my son, then I watched it with Try when he got here. Like I watched it like 3 times.
My stomach growled and it startled Nellie. I think
Oh,
she's leaving me now.
Nelly B.
She's gonna go plop in there. She's
Oh.
still on camera. Oh, there she is. Oh, you gotta pet that tummy.
Oh, she's still on the camera?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
like in there.
yeah,
She's
right
like,
there. Pat that tummy.
yeah, give her some like tummy rubs. There you go.
Yeah. Like my stomach growled and she was just like, huh? She left.
Jonathan Henson, if you could just like watch the playlist, there should be a playlist that has all parts in it. And the only ones that like are really meaningful, I think, are like 2 and 3. The rest is kind of like additional material that isn't required, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, no, she just plopped over there and just.
I think I have.
enjoys hanging out because she's like, oh, the kids are in bed. I think the kids go back to school tomorrow. They've been on spring break.
Oh, I see.
So this.
Huh. Sold this day.
But yeah, Jonathan Henson, you should definitely watch it. It's pretty good. Everyone should watch.
Seriously,
it. It's like
likes anything horror, just like.
And it's not like bloody or
No.
like scary. It's just very creepy, and it just like has a really good pace and build up that you're just like curious like what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, like when I first saw it, I just clicked on it and like clicked a little bit forward. I was like, I thought it was interesting, and somehow I was like, no, wait, I need to see more of this, and just watch the whole darn thing.
Yeah. DA is asking thoughts on AAA gaming. My brother's trying to build a new studio, worked for a big gaming company. Tells me no one wants to invest at the moment in big game productions anymore.
I mean, maybe we should be investing in medium game productions.
Yeah, like why not? Like a double A
doesn't have to be big.
or yeah, double A stuff. Like what's like something's like a good double A game that's come out recently?
John, what's a good double A game that's come out recently?
Let's see. Hold on.
I feel like I was just played something that was double A. I mean, I would say the Yakuza games are double A.
Yeah,
but
that's
fair.
fair. Yeah, I mean, in a way, but
I need to look at like what the heck came out this year.
I mean, just like recent purpose, like RoboCop's is Scott Wozniak is saying, you know, RoboCop is a good example of it. I mean, would you say the South of Midnight is double A or triple A?
that's kind of double A, I think.
Kena Bridge of Spirits is,
Yeah, but
that's several years now. Yeah. But I think that like double A stuff is a great idea right now.
Or you know, stuff like I mean, I know it didn't do that well, but like you know, the Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, like, you know, like double A from within a company like Ubisoft, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that Split Fiction is double A.
Oh yeah, I mean it's borderline, but
something like Avowed, maybe. Like that's
Yeah.
closer to AAA, but not quite. I don't know, man.
and I'm just plowing through this game now. Used 11 steps.
Geez, that's all you needed to do. Oh, is that it gives you like little? Oh, that's cool. So
What?
it says.
I guess you
Doesn't
can
have
like
any-
challenge yourself to like use 3
Yeah.
steps. I mean, I've gotten to round 11 in this. Like, you think it's maybe time for John?
Yeah, I think it's time for some more.
Why don't you like instead of me coming over and playing a game? Why don't you guys play one of my games?
Okay. Pick a game for John to play.
No,
I'm gonna pick something for both of you guys.
Oh! What's it going to be?
oh, you're picking from your games. I see.
Oh, okay. You did get a couple of Genesis games. Oh, okay. I see where this is going. We gonna be playing
The Odes.
the Odes. I love the Odes.
Playing the Odes
The Odes.
of the bottle variety.
Bottle Odes. Bottle Odes. Here comes the Bottle Odes. Am I player 2?
You're gonna be player 1, I think.
Oh.
I gotta change the.
I've never used the Joys.
Joys?
The Joys.
Sounds like you got a Joysy accent or something. Joys.
It's the Joys. It's the Crick's Joys. You know, this looks like a real deal Sega controller.
And it feels good too.
We're playing some Battle Odes.
Genesis Bottle Odes. I've never played far into this version. sounds good on Genesis.
Dude, the soundtrack mix is really good.
So Corey was telling me that you told him
Who's for Player
this is
One?
Japanese developed.
Yeah. It's developed by Arc System Works.
No.
Your fame.
No,
Yes.
really?
Yes, it is.
That's crazy.
They did this conversion.
That is wild.
I can't control. Oh wait, now I can. Okay. So you did 2-player.
Yeah. Okay, I'm... Whoops. Oh, we can pick each other up. I think that's new.
Okay.
You know, I would imagine that they also fixed some of the, you know...
It's basically a more polished version that still feels true to the original. Like, they didn't go too crazy with the visual design.
Oops, I punched you. Oh, does that actually hurt you or just...
Yeah, it might. So
stun
we
you?
have to be careful.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure you know that you can't actually beat the game in 2-player mode, at least without a fan patch on NES.
Right. I forgot about that.
Because I want to say something like the Player 2 Clinger Winger just isn't there on the second to last level.
The Clinger Winger.
The Clinger Winger.
The old Clinger Winger.
Winger Wiener.
Yeah, so, you know, I've never really played this game that much in co-op. Although I did beat the Genesis version of Battletoads and Double Dragon in co-op, and...
Okay, let's get these flies.
I played
So Arc System Works, huh? That's pretty wild.
Oops.
Oh, shit.
That is wild.
Oh, dang it.
It can be hard to position yourself to get
I
this.
hate getting the slice.
It might be a little different on this one, too. Oh, can we ride the dragon? Oh, no, he got me.
Ride the snake. Gordon Hogan says, tell John that Hydro Thunder on PC was only ever released in Europe, and the arcade hardware is actually PC-based and super interesting. The
It's
Quantum
3D
3D
effects.
Quicksilver
It
2.
uses 3D effects-based hardware. It's like the quantum 3D stuff. Yeah, we did that.
The music does not sound as nearly as good as the...
I disagree.
I kind of like
If
it.
you actually hear it at normal volume, I think it's better. It's excellent. David Wise himself did the mix.
Because they have the music if you pause it.
Yeah. Wait,
Oh.
thought that's weird. I could have sworn it did, but I guess not.
That is a major downgrade.
Right.
I agree.
Snake. JD's Nuts is saying this is a peak cozy. This stream is peak
Nelly
cozy.
is cozy, I can tell you.
Yeah,
that.
look at the bean down there. How's that bean doing? Oh, she's conked out.
Oh no! Can you? Oh, it didn't work.
Is it true that you can lick the Battletoads cartridge and get high? Maybe. I don't know. I refuse to try it myself.
Made pork made out of my psycho pigs.
You know, it's so interesting that people usually classify Battletoads as a brawler, and ultimately so few levels are actually brawler stages.
Just because you play the first level.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
But the buzzballs make this cozy. I mean, I'm just like drinking this thing.
Okay, so
I mean,
this
this thing
is the
is like
stage
almost
where you
taking
can
like
It's an infinite one-up.
it's almost like
or not
taking
infinite, but
no, this is not a second buzzball. This is still my
It's
first one.
hard. I haven't been.
It's like
oh man, look at you go.
pretty strong. It's almost like taking a shot.
I
in a
haven't
way.
successfully gotten a lot of lives in this level in a long time. I used to be okay at it. On NES, that is.
I find that I like this game better than the Super NES Battle Maniacs.
I agree.
That one is weirdly frustrating.
I agree. It's
Well, that was
it's
bad.
it's a lot shorter. It's cool that the bonus stages look awesome.
Oh man, it looks, the whole game looks great. It's just,
You know what the funniest thing about it is though? The Dark Queen.
hold on.
Oh,
You went too fast. Don't move.
He's so he's not used to.
the funniest thing about
Hold on, stop.
it's hard. The funniest thing about Battle Maniacs is that there's only one sprite of the Dark Queen.
Oh yeah.
And like in the first level, there's like statues of her. And then when you actually fight her at the end, it's the exact same sprite, just colored.
Yep.
And she doesn't have any frames of animation. She just like teleports around.
Yeah, it's lame.
I rather like Battletoads and Double Dragon. I don't.
Yeah, this game, I got it.
So, okay, stop moving.
It randomly showed up at like a
can't
used electronics store. I got this and I got
You gotta
Thunder
go up.
Fox, which is a game that I've like.
Oh crap!
I have the arcade board and I've wanted
Okay.
the
really hard to do this in 2-player.
the Genesis version for a long time, but they randomly got like nice looking copies of this. And because John, it was like when we were there the first time, right? When he was like, "Oh, we got some Genesis stuff in," and brought this out, and I would never even consider this, but John's like, "Oh, this is like it's a pretty good version."
I would be happy to get. Just
Not
one
something I would ever have considered.
I don't think it's happening.
So there was $5 from Richie Torres MMA.
Oh.
Thank you. Saying, ever realize that Demon's Sword and Legend of Kage, or Kage, is it Kage, are the same game? Is Demon's Sword the one that has like he has a sword with all the little spikes coming off of it, like the cursed spikes
Put
coming
down
off
his
of
tongue,
it?
you're not getting them.
And that's what I remember. I did not know. I never realized that. I've never really played Demon's Sword, so. People are asking we need more Tomb Raider 1. You beat
it.
You beat Tomb Raider 1 and you beat Tomb Raider Anniversary.
I did. I loved Tomb
Tom B.
Raider,
Raider.
1, and I enjoyed
PhD.
Anniversary as well. It was really cool to see how they adapted like the same locations from the original. That was a great game. All right, we're gonna get through the speeder bikes, right?
Yep.
I've
this
never
is-
done it in this version, but we gotta prove to people that it's not that hard.
Well, no, like John was saying, it's like a lot easier on this.
I wouldn't say a lot easier, but
It's
easier.
more.
I mean,
so.
I can get to stage 4 on the NES version pretty reliably. Beyond that, though, it's been so long since I've actually played all the way through the game. But with 2 lives, I'll struggle. So let's see what happens.
Okay, stay away from.
Look at look at that big brain back there.
Oh, I think took from you.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, you've got the most lives. Read them the back of the box. It's kind of funny how they put it.
Oh, did they say? Yes, they do say that this game is based on the #1 8-bit video game of 1991.
Yeah, which is a funny way to advertise a Genesis game, I think. But
Yeah.
you know,
Battletoads was selected for best overall game and best theme and fun.
And fun.
And then, just so to make sure everyone's clear
Okay,
on
let's
it,
go.
Battletoads for the Genesis captures all of the same excitement and fun of the original Battletoads game. There it is.
You can hear the Genesis version of the song is quite good, right?
yeah, I think so.
Don't go until we're ready.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm just not used to playing this in co-op. You know?
All right, shoot. This is gonna be brutal in co-op.
I've done it in co-op. on
Shadow
NES.
Max, they're all at my house.
Oh,
You can see me right here.
Corey, can you turn on BFI?
No.
Crap.
That has lag though.
Oh
so.
shoot, that is leg. Oh,
What?
oh,
Oh, you guys
no.
got to do it at the same time?
Yeah, you do.
Oh no.
Wow, that makes it even tougher.
I've done it on NES, but yeah.
Listen to that guitar though. It does not seem they have the pause music. What a
Yeah.
weird omission.
That is weird. Oh wait, I pressed the B button, not the C button. Okay.
Well, don't worry, I'm about to die off. So. Oh wait, I got one up. I forgot you get continuous points in this.
Yep.
And another $5 from Richie Torres MMA saying, "Oh crap, John. Oh crap."
Oh crap, indeed. I've never actually done this in two-player, so
On any version?
no.
Yeah, it can be tough.
Oh.
Oop.
Oh, okay. So that's a checkpoint, right?
Yes.
Difficulty wise, is this closer to the US or Famicom version?
Oh, is the Famicom version easier?
It's probably closer to the Famicom version.
If it does anything different, I never knew. That's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you hear Nelly like snoring over there?
Oh,
Try.
well, good luck. Oh no! We both have to be alive?
Is there unlimited continues in this one?
I
No.
doubt it.
Oh, maybe. Oh, no.
okay.
You're going to make us...
We have to give this at least one more honest try.
Wow.
Mopey Bloke says, "Is that Paul from Paul's Hardware?"
Hello, Paul from Paul's Hardware here.
I mean, I assume does Paul from Paul's Hardware still have the soul patch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
feel-
you are visually distinct now.
Yeah. It's slightly different.
They're all going for you. What the heck?
But I think it would be the best thing ever if you guys ever did a video together.
Yeah.
I mean, has he ever talked to him about it?
No, but it would be... I should.
I mean, I'm sure people have mentioned it.
You'd have to bring back the soul patch, though.
Yeah, it's true.
You hear
Oh,
Nelly?
really?
You hear her?
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh,
Bummer.
that's so cute.
She's like, just sleeping so soundly. Trevor's like, there's no way that Sandy would like, she would not be sleeping in this situation. Do you think
Well-
would she be sleeping?
Oh, I
in
mean,
this?
she sleeps during streams,
Oh,
but it's
good.
it's like if we were like laughing and stuff. Like Sandy would join in.
It's because Nelly's just so comfortable here with us.
Yeah.
She feels safe.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
This thing's called the Klinger Winger.
No, this is I don't know what the name
Oh,
of
the Klinger Wiener.
The Klinger Winger is the thing at the end where it's like runs on a track. It's like on the second to last stage. And you have to like hit the directions. Yeah, she is snoring hard.
That's so cute.
So so Fenris Wolf Retro is saying the Famicom version is mainly bug fixed, but interestingly also doesn't have the same programming quirk that causes the USA version to lock up on clones.
Try.
You know, it's easier than most people think, but it doesn't mean it's easy.
No. I can usually do
Oh,
it.
Shadow Mask has been a member for 42 months and says that's so many months.
It is. You know what I think part of the problem is? I feel like the NES version's faster here.
I don't think it is. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
I feel like when I'm doing like the up, down, I feel like I'm like going like NES speed.
What do you think about that Joy's though?
Oh, we both got... I like it.
Yeah, I mean this.
I know. John was using one too.
I've also got a Joyce.
It's the Crix one. I feel like it's close. Like it feels almost exactly like a regular.
Yeah, it's,
Like more so than like any of the 8-bit DOS stuff.
it's
does.
good.
Try.
It's hard.
And those receivers that it comes with does not cause like they're properly shielded. Like all of the 8-bit DOS ones will cause like audio noise.
No way, really?
Yeah, audio interference.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
You can use like a extension to avoid that.
I'm wanting to go back down before it's time. Like I think maybe it's not that the speed is different, but like the length of frames that they show like the next one for or something.
So you're going for like some kind of muscle memory and it's just
I
different.
think I think that's what's doing me in.
Don't continue.
You want to play something else?
Oh, no, just let it go.
And see if it lets you continue.
Yeah. It just says player one.
That makes sense, yeah. Man, that is a snoring dog.
There's $5 from
yeah.
the Gaming Nostalgist. Thank you. Saying, evening guys, just finished watching the director's commentary stream for the Faceball documentary. Hoping I haven't missed too much here. Have either of you guys watched Stop Skeleton's 16
yet.
player? It's
Not yet, but we did see the setup at Milwaukee.
yeah, it's real good. You know, obviously, like it took
Yeah.
a long time to make. Yeah.
Yeah, we only saw him.
Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of a fun way to like have little health pickups.
We only saw him once in Milwaukee this past year, and he was like rushing by, saying like, apparently my hotel room is flooding.
Yeah.
Never saw him again. So I hope.
Oh yeah, he helped us out on the Splatterhouse
Oh yeah.
video we did.
So I hope he.
Nice dude.
I hope his stuff was not damaged, though.
That would be very unpleasant. Even Nelly couldn't sleep through that.
No.
All right, here we go.
We got Smoke Monsters here. Saying Smoke Monsters' last Midwest Gaming Classic was 2015. It would have been awesome if you came this year. It would have been good to see you.
Yeah, I'd be curious how different it was back then.
There's also $5 from Matthew. Thank you. Saying, hi all, I am not hopeful for Switch 2 after that direct, but will gladly take being proven wrong in the future. AM4, is that Metroid Prime, I guess? MP4 maybe?
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4.
Animusha 2 remaster, and did my taxes though. Yeah, all those taxes, I'll tell you.
I mean, I feel like they're keeping a lot close to their chest in terms of games for Switch 2. I'm a little surprised they didn't show more first-party stuff, but, you know, Nintendo doesn't like to show stuff until it's pretty close to release. So, I think they're going to do some good stuff. I mean,
They showed a lot, though.
They did, but I mean, the hardware seems really good. But, you know, I think the pricing situation and now, like, the uncertainty about pre-orders and all, like, just kind of has people feeling a little down. But, you know.
You guys want to play another Genesis game that I got at Midwest Gaming Classic after this?
Well, hold on. Oh, frick.
John's trying to get through this on his own. If John can't get through this on his own, we'll switch.
Yep.
Yeah. This sucks on a.
I have another
OLED,
two-player.
I have to say, I really don't like playing on this kind of screen without BFI at least. But even that has like this is a CRT thing. This needs to be played on a CRT. Because you don't technically need to watch the scrolling to do it, but like it helps.
Yeah.
So fuck.
You have a lot.
Can you turn on that CRT? Is it set up right now?
It should work.
Because like trying to play on the OLED sucks for this. Here we go. We're switching to the CRT.
How's it going, baby?
Oh.
She's just one eye is open. She's just like following me with it. Let's see if it might be green though.
We had RGB on last, so it should be fine.
There we go.
Oh, that's right.
Oh man. It's like getting a fresh new pair of glasses.
I don't want to distract you right now, John, but
You did. I'm just kidding. What's up?
Well, I'll tell you after you run out lives or succeed.
Okay.
It has to do with a video Bob put out recently that I thought had some surprising BFI information on it.
I just have another Genesis game since it's all up and running. It's 2 players, and I want you guys to play it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So what about Bob's video?
Well, I don't want to distract you.
You can. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm trying to think through this.
I'm like already getting hungover from this thing. It's Buzzball.
Oh gosh, what was it? What was it?
The music here is really good.
I think it was if you turn on the he did a review of the C4.
Yes.
And I
know I saw. Yeah.
I mean, I hope I'm not twisting his details here. I could be wrong here, but there was some mode where if you were doing BFI through the RetroTink, you did not get the extra frame of lag.
Right.
And I think if you turn on boost mode on the TV, and do 120, set the RetroTink for 120 hertz, and do BFI that way, it does not add lag. Like, whereas if the TV BFI will add a frame of lag.
Right.
But it won't if you do it through the RetroTink 4K, and I think the TV also had to be set to boost mode. Because what I didn't realize, I guess boost mode actually turns the TV into a true 120 hertz mode.
Right.
Or excuse me, a true 60 hertz mode.
Correct.
Oh, there it speeds up.
Almost. That is. You're doing great. Though.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is. This is the secret drum. Sometimes is found out when he's on. Oh, there was the warp. This is the thing. The secret drum is figured out on some backloggery streams sometimes. Like the try ramble, like actually helps you like get into the zone.
There we go.
As long as you're not like hoping for any kind of response to it.
Yeah. Just the try ramble, just that background noise that you're trying to tune out and not pay attention to, helps you focus on the game.
It does.
Are you gonna keep going, or you want to try?
He should go until he game overs at this point.
We'll go a little bit more.
I feel like there may have been fewer sections to that.
I don't remember.
Than the NES version.
All I will say is that. Oh wait, I need this block. Man, the difference between playing on the CRT and the OLED is dramatic. This is playable on the OLED.
Yeah.
How many friendships this game killed? How many friendships did this help forge? Honestly,
A lot.
I mean, yeah, but then you can't beat it together because of the glitch.
Well, this version you can.
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't it be funny if it still was not possible? Like it has the same glitch.
That would be funny. I see Land of Obscusion says no, it's the exact same thing as NES, I believe, in terms of the bike sections. So.
No.
All right, I'm down here.
Yes, we all three of us are in the same space. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
Yeah.
We can just do. How if we just do it like that?
Oh, this
See?
part always trips me up.
Get up, Toad.
I mean, E.W. Rooney is telling John it's not about BFI, it's about input latency.
No,
but you feel like
they are wrong. I understand why people say that, but with the way my eyes track, like I physically track this stuff, and I just see that blur.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was telling you earlier.
Yes, input lag matters too, but like
right. I mean, I was telling you earlier, like, I mean, there was that research done not long ago where it just seems like certain people really may just see frames differently, right?
Yeah.
And
for me, it just turns into a sea of blur on that screen.
Yeah, and so for me, I was talking to you earlier about 60 hertz and 120 hertz, and I feel like for me, like 60 hertz is as smooth as I can really perceive, at least in my experience thus far. But what I find is that for me, 120 hertz is more about motion clarity.
Right.
Like it's clearer. Is it smoother? It doesn't feel like it to me. I would probably have to, a lot of people have a hard time accepting 30 frames per second nowadays because they have seen what happens when you, have a PS5 or Xbox Series version of a game that you can instantly switch between performance and graphics mode. And when you see that instant switch, you're like, oh no, I don't think I can do 30 FPS anymore.
Right.
But really, it's no worse than it ever was.
No.
But I don't know if I've seen like an instant switch between 60 and 120. Maybe.
Those little spike balls look like.
But yeah, to me,
ghosts.
it's about the motion clarity. 120 FPS looks clearer in motion, although it doesn't look as clear as 60 with BFI.
No.
But 120 with BFI does look even clearer if you have the ability to do it. Oh yeah. Oh right. You like punch it over. Oops.
Nope.
How does that one work?
We can move on after this. I don't feel like
Dying out.
Yeah.
All right, grab your controller.
It's a mallet.
Oh, Nellie's still down there.
I see.
I have a soft spot for this one. Hopefully, John, you
I think I know what it is, but I didn't know it was co-op. I see there was a $5 super chat from Matthew saying Uncle Derek is funny and a true Tate mode OG. Must have been lots of wine in those early days. I bought a Hori fight stick yesterday. So far, been fun to use / learn. A Tate mode OG.
You know what this is yet?
Is it Crackdown?
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
You like Crackdown?
I like Crackdown.
Wait, this is Crackdown? I thought it was going to be Thunder Fox.
Oh, it does the voice too. Yeah, I got the Japanese version.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know you know
I
you
got that
got
at
this.
Midwest.
I don't know this.
That's the
game.
last thing I got at Midwest Gaming Classic.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I didn't see this, or maybe I did. Now that I think about it.
I was almost going to put Game Ground in since you got Game Ground.
Oh, true.
I could do Game Ground if you wanted to do that.
Gain some ground.
Oh,
You're gonna laugh the crack down.
that was a cool lens animation to do in like sprites.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I played this a bunch in the arcade.
Crackdown.
It goes Crackdown.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, what? Wait. What are we doing?
You can. It has wall hugging like in Metal Gear.
Oh, dude, that's cool. Okay. So are we in the same playfield?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see the
See the map at the top
Yeah,
there?
yeah. So what are we trying to do?
You're trying to plant bombs on all the X's, the red spots. Then you got to escape before they blow up. It's very similar to, I mean,
It reminds me of
Alien Syndrome. Yeah,
which is one of my favorite Sega games.
Oh, okay. Corey's yellow. Okay.
I'm not playing.
I can. It took almost a year, but I can 1cc Alien Syndrome, or I was able to do it. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's one of those games when you play in single player. If you die, you cannot credit feed. Like it just
Right.
restarts
It takes
the
you.
game.
Oh, the whole game?
Yeah,
Wow.
like it's just over. When you lose all your lives, it's just game over.
Oh, this game did not come with the Halo 3 beta. This is the last thing I bought at Midwest Gaming Classic, though. I had always wanted the US version because I rented it as a kid a bunch. But the US version was expensive, but then I saw this randomly in great shape at Midwest Gaming Classic. And it's a Japanese version. It has an awesome cover. I mean, look at this cover. The cover of the US version is atrocious, but this is like awesome looking.
So.
They're like running so hard and the entire place is blowing up behind them.
Well, we do not move terribly fast.
No, it's not a fast game.
Yeah, it's more about...
Can you get rid of these enemy spawners like in Gauntlet?
But I love that you can like hug up against the wall like that.
That is cool.
Makes it easy, like, you know, it just kind of adds a little bit of strategy to, you know, fighting in the hallways, you know, or in the corridors. And I'm glad that you guys can play this co-op because I would never really have a chance to play this co-op.
Oh,
What? Did I punch that guy?
I can't get into cover as fast as I thought.
But Troy also got Gain Ground. I got the US version of Gain Ground. And I think he's going to be streaming that on Backloggery pretty, like, eventually. That's the goal, right?
Yeah. I assume the two-player mode in that is co-op and not competitive.
Yeah. It's
It's co-op.
yeah. Great soundtrack in that one too. But this, I would not be surprised if there's like a lot of the same people that worked on both of these, like the arcade versions at least, or on both of them. But this was after. This was after Game Ground.
What's the development studio?
It's Sega. Sega made this.
But Renovation published the...
Of Game Ground, but Sega still made Game Ground.
Including the Genesis version?
I don't know.
Actually, that I don't know about.
You know, are we like experiencing slowdown when two of us are active?
Yeah.
See, look, when you die, I move way faster. The game chugs. Is it going at half speed when there's two players?
Yeah, it's like 30 FPS. Is it like 30 FPS when there's two players?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
The game definitely runs worse in multiplayer.
Maybe it's just harder to.
But also when there's other enemies on screen. So it's a Castlevania. It's a Castlevania adventure.
Exactly.
Where like anytime there's anything more on screen than your character, it's slow.
See, look at how much faster it is now.
Yeah.
Kayla Gamer says, I never liked this game on release, but do enjoy it now. The music is superb.
SWAT.
SWAT. Love SWAT.
First said the name Gain Ground, and that theme song instantly started playing in my head. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I do know the
Gain Ground.
I am doing terrible at taking advantage of cover.
This is not an easy game.
I wonder if you can play the arcade version on Mister. Is it like System 18 maybe?
I don't know. Yawn.
Yeah, I got 30 minutes left. Can you hold out for 30
I won't
minutes?
fall asleep.
Yeah. Dude, when we were hanging out that first day though, like not when you had first gotten here, like John was just like randomly like falling asleep.
Which one?
When we were hanging out on Wednesday. And we were driving and like we were just driving and it was like kind of raining outside and then like I looked over and he was like
I was starting to do
like out of nowhere and I'm like, oh, but you had like a can of Ale 8 in your hand. I'm like, if you're gonna fall asleep, just like put the put the Ale 8 back like in the cup holder.
Dude, yeah. I've definitely been experiencing like it.
We're just like
jet lag and I don't know, just
exhaustion. Honestly,
it's definitely tiring all this travel.
Yeah.
And you're about to do a lot more.
Well, at least he'll be able to adjust to that for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were starting to fall asleep a little bit, right as we were getting back to Corey's house today.
Yeah, man, it's just like riding in this car is like that.
Yeah.
When you're like jet lagged and tired, I'm just like,
whoa.
Dude, there's nothing better. Like, I love the feeling of like dozing off in a car ride. Like that.
Yeah.
It just feels great.
I wish I could do it. Oh, different level design.
In the other part of the city, of the building or something.
Oh no, is Nelly leaving us?
This man needs a Nelly. Nubbo. Where you going, baby?
Maybe she's gotta go.
No, she's gotta pee, or she's gonna go upstairs. She's like, I gotta go get Monty's bed. That's what she does every night.
Or go
she's out of here.
Go
though.
pee and poop in the guest bedroom.
Maybe. Should put a puppy pad in there. We're perhaps a bit more like lax with our dog than you are with yours. she runs this house a good amount.
Well, you all should see Corey with Nelly. I mean, she is just like the light of his life. like I mean, you get that sense even more so in person.
When I hold her up like this, like she's my small child.
I know, like, oh.
Okay, these platforms suck.
Yeah, you like have to move with them? Oh wait, no, you don't. Wait.
You just gotta get in the
Wait,
sun.
you do, but when it bumps against that edge, like it pushes you.
Yeah, it's slightly weird.
Oh.
Oh.
I dislike these, yeah. Oh.
One thing we just introduced Try to this evening though, before the stream, he was unaware of Insane Clown Posse from Juggalos. ICP, he is an ICP newbie. I think he's gonna become a juggalo. I caught him earlier in the corner of the room, like down the Fago.
I am thoroughly baffled as to how people can have such an affinity toward clowns.
It's not about the makeup. It's about the lifestyle.
The lifestyle of the juggalos, man. The meeting of the juggalos.
Yeah.
So,
dude, all you need to do is really like those old trailers for the event trailers for the meeting, like the gathering of the juggalos. They were like 30-minute long trailers. You know what I'm talking? You remember those?
I know. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was like they were so long. I feel like we need to watch that after, because it's just they were hilarious, and every year people would like look forward to like the new one each year because they're so like over the top. I bet you Nellie's over there on the couch, but she got up on the couch.
I feel like Try doesn't even know how magnets work.
Magnets?
Yeah. How do they work? Do you know?
I mean, you know,
Show Try the SNL parody of ICP.
Oh gosh.
That's the Warren from Warren Hokie. Thank you.
And the thing that's like makes it is like ICP don't stop. They're still going.
That's the thing, is like I had no idea that they were still around, but I guess that's not something that just like is gonna disappear. Like they're
dude, like the life chose them. They didn't choose the life. And so, oh, do you see that little text up there? It says Kiken. Just means danger.
Oh.
Oh, don't step on those.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is Illbleed that has signs that say very Dengar.
Nice.
Very Dengar.
It sounds exceptionally Dengar.
Yeah. There's all kinds of Dengar in this game.
Shame we never got an ICP game, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, considering that we got
Kiss
Wu-Tang.
Circus.
Oh yeah, well, and Kiss Pinball.
Kiss Pinball. Not that they have any relation other than some makeup, but
Joker punch and kick. Oh, wait.
Dude, that guy like hit you with a flamethrower and your body turned to like ashes.
Oh, that's it. I thought that was the path.
ICP, are they in some wrestling game? I bet you they are.
Probably.
There was $3 from Bagga Schmidt, who felt very compelled because of the ICP talk.
Good.
Saying my favorite ICP videos where one of their kids is a furry and the other, and in full makeup and fursuit, they exposed some AliExpress seller for making crappy fursuits. This is 100% real.
Wait, how do I cross this?
I didn't realize. Oh, Backyard Wrestling featured ICP on the cover. Backyard Wrestling.
Wow,
Are you over the top of the city there?
Yes. I don't know how to get over there.
Can you walk? Those are highways down there, I assume.
Yeah, I already fell.
Oh, I see. That's a gap.
Yeah.
Gotta mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
That barrier must be like a... Can you jump over it somehow?
Oh.
Can you? I bet you. What about the gray stuff? The purple thing? Can you push on it?
No.
Can you shoot it until it like folds over?
Oh. Yes, apparently. What the heck?
It's a play. So it's Playboy on it, or Playby. Playby. Oh, does it just show like enemies or like enemy types? Like Rolling Panther, Fast Panther, Shadow Panther, and Wall Cutter.
Rolling giant.
The rolling giant. What if there was like rolling panther, rolling giant?
Come on, man. I'm the best, man.
Yeah, I'd never seen that either.
I mean, I might have seen references to it.
Oh, the illustrious rap battle between Eli Porter versus Envy. Eli Porter and Envy.
Perhaps.
That is a classic.
They're classic.
Okay, we done got owned.
You done with this one?
Yeah, there's a PS2 game sitting over there that we should put in.
Over there, you mean?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
There's also a baseball here. So, Chad, if you're watching, if I were to just close my eyes and throw this ball as hard as I can, how much damage monetarily do you think that ball would do?
Depending on where are you just gonna throw it straight ahead?
Like I'm just gonna like go like this and then just like launch it and see what happens. Just launch it somewhere.
I mean, if it hits the GX that you bought at super liquidation prices,
Chloe will be like, "Yes, I can get rid of it."
that'd be like what, like $500 of damage. If you hit any of the consoles, it depends on how you hit them, I guess. If it went towards the games, it depends on if it hit like a
Bounce off the OLED, then hit the back of that monitor, caused all of them to tumble down, then bounce back at the consoles. The Series X.
You guys ain't ready for what we're about to play.
Takes out everything.
You ain't ready.
On the way down, and then Nelly comes down and freaks out and pees on the floor, and then it short circuits and causes everything to like blow up and then it fires.
Nelly can't hold that much pee.
That's true.
She's too small.
All right, here we go.
I thought I heard Nelly approach.
I've never played this before.
I don't know what he's popped in. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm trying to figure out if this is an intro of the game or a company logo.
I think it's a company logo. What is this? Newgrounds? Looks like Newgrounds.
Oh, Toys for... I had never heard of Toys for Bob until like the Crash Bandicoot thing.
Dude, these guys have been around so long.
And I had no idea.
They're gone now, though. Didn't they close down?
Oh,
Wait, no, they went independent though, didn't they? Didn't I thought I had heard that they.
So what is this try?
Is it Tony Hawk?
Oh, good guess.
What's going on here?
But didn't Toys for Bob like get their independence back? Like, didn't they
Maybe
went
so.
independent?
You might be right, actually.
I think they came back.
Okay, let's get into this. It's Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, which was originally a Wii game.
Okay.
It's also on PS2. I was just.
But it's not the. But Ride is the one that came with the skateboard, right?
This is not the one that came with the board that you physically stand on.
Oh, so that's what the Wii was about. The Wii version was about.
I don't remember how the Wii
So it was like a balance
worked.
board type thing?
No. I don't believe it was.
But it was a motion control thing.
I don't know. I've never actually played this game.
I'm gonna bring the game audio way down because this will get us.
Yeah.
So you've just kind of had some curiosity about it's IE, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, but that's what I always thought. But everybody in the chat kept writing with a Y. So
IE. Are you gonna put Bean?
How epic is this going to be? I feel like there's that texture behind there has motion blur in it.
Yeah. You can actually see the motion blur samples. It's not like a smooth.
Right. I'm waiting to see if it actually starts to move, but it doesn't. Like, I guess it's just a static picture.
You've been morbidly curious about some of the PS2 Tony Hawk games of this era.
The late ones.
Yes.
Like, after
Look at
American
the
Wasteland,
Oh, there's
the tearing
tearing
on that
Crazy
video.
tearing.
crazy tearing for some reason. So compared to normal Tony Hawk games, I believe this one is all about, well, the Downhill Jam, which is more of like a racing game kind of thing than actually like normal Tony Hawk.
Which
Oh,
could be
this
fun.
looks smooth.
But you got to do a tutorial first.
Yeah.
I hope it's not as bad as the driver tutorial. I mean, I think.
I mean, it's kind of that's kind of fun.
I think this looks a lot better than that
Project 8.
Project 8, at least the PS2 version.
Yeah, well, because this has like the old style like size characters.
Yes, I did not like the character proportions in that Project 8. Kind of weirded me out. So this is all about going downhill.
Yep.
I kind of like that idea. This is the only one in the series like that.
Well,
Yeah, I think so.
the first game has downhill style tracks like this, but you're still doing tricks along the way.
So this is all about the speed, not the tricks.
No, you used to probably do
There's still
both.
tricks, but yes, it's about.
Tony Hawk series went downhill after this. I mean, I think it was
Until
probably
the
going down.
remakes, I guess.
Yeah, well, I've only the one remake.
When you get to the next clear screen, stop. Oh, when you get to the next clear screen, just like stop and look at that picture because I feel it's very funny.
Oh, the one of like the Tony Hawk. It's like
There's like 5 of them.
yeah. Oh yeah, Tony Hawk was just at the Game On Expo last weekend.
Look at that.
Oh, right, that picture.
It's great. I mean, it's not, but it is.
Like I think the great's given that a lot. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
I mean, it's not good, but it's great. you know? Look at that.
It's so bad it's good.
Look at that. It is great.
Boost zone.
Do you know, I guarantee how many people in this world do you think has a printout of that Tony Hawk victory image, like hanging like
Nobody,
on
not a single person.
on a corkboard in their office? It feels like
I was doing a banana.
it feels like a
Like that
piece
move,
of
it's called
art
a
that
banana.
people would hang in an office specifically, like as encouragement. You know,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
No,
would be encouraged by it.
Whoops.
Absolutely. There is absolutely zero.
I mean,
And if somebody had that, I would think less of that.
if you have visited,
Oh, I like that it just came over.
I feel like if you have ever visited an American game development studio and seen like the kinds of just random stuff that they have hanging on the walls there,
Mhm.
like I feel like at least one.
Heel flip.
The color of the sun is real weird. It's got this like blue purple glow.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going for, but it's kind of fun. Whoa. Combat? So it's like Road Rash.
Whoa!
Oh God, it has really? You can punch and kick?
Yes.
That's super on brand for Tony Hawk.
So yeah, I really never played this because I just assumed it was like a second-rate kind of.
Tony Hawk takedown pedestrian.
Oh, it's like pedestrians actually.
Yeah, it's like takedown pedestrian. It's not even like a competitor. It's just like pedestrian.
Okay, that's hilarious.
You sign off. It's like, yeah, dude, you can kick and punch like innocent people who are just happen to be like minding their own business.
Nice clobbering. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
There
Bless
we
you,
go.
Tony Hawk.
Now we can play some real game. Like Tony Hawk's clobbering time. Nice clobbering.
Nice
Dude,
clobbering, bro.
nice clobbering out there. You like really hurt those people. I hope that they have like major medical bills after this. Ooh. Do it in Hong Kong.
I think it's like a series.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is basically more of an arcade racing game with Tony Hawk mechanics.
I'm kind of into that.
There he goes.
I won't lie. I am intrigued.
Let's see how this goes.
Tony Hawk's Carmageddon. Skate-mageddon.
I wonder how the Wii version is.
I bet it's crap.
I don't know. I mean, the Wii's more powerful than the PS2.
Yeah,
it was originally designed for the Wii.
It was made for the Wii.
Like, Tony Hawk's the only one is like really dressed for what's about to happen here.
Right?
That one goth girl made me think of like the rival like gravity shifter from Gravity Rush. Like what's her name? Like Raven, I think. Is that her name?
I don't remember.
She kind of looks like that.
Oh, I played Carmageddon 2 on PC a bunch. I had a cracked copy of it like years and years ago. And I don't think that you could even like progress in the game. We just thought it was really funny to drive around and like people would get stuck underneath you and you could drag them around and stuff.
Well, the camera motion does seem pretty jerky at times.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's like really excited about how
I'm
he
very
finished
curious.
first. Look,
To
he's
see
like,
the Wii
yes.
now.
What?
I'm curious to see how this is on Wii to see if it
Yeah.
fixes the performance hiccups. Because, like, you know, the actual Neversoft developed games were all like pretty much a perfect 60 mostly, and then Project 8 was ported by some other studio, and it's this 30 FPS on here, but then it's also bad on PS3 and 360.
I mean, it's kind of a neat.
It's a neat idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's it just does not fit the Tony Hawk brand though.
It's all about nobody recognizing who he is.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna mess him up.
Do you think anyone has like gone up to get Tony Hawk's autograph and been like, "Man, I just
Downhill
love how you
jam.
punch those pedestrians. This is my favorite thing you do."
I mean, this is clearly like inspired by Sonic Adventure 2 right here.
Yeah.
I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 is clearly inspired by San Francisco, and this is San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, you can sketch.
Oh, can
Oh,
you?
can you?
Look at this. Oh, hold on. I grabbed onto a car before.
You gotta do some sketching.
It is Road Rash-esque.
We saw sketching at Nostalgic Video Games today.
Yeah. Who was it? We were talking. Didn't we talk about that on like the Digital Eclipse stream? And it was like somebody that they knew that was on the cover. It was like someone that works at Digital Eclipse or something.
Oh, that would make so much sense.
Wait, on the cover of what?
Of Skitchin.
What? Is that a photograph?
Yeah.
We couldn't see like everything in Nostalgic Video Games is behind glass.
Well, I think that when we had Stephen Frost and Dan Amrich on with us, we were talking about Skitchin for some reason. And they're like, oh, that person is someone we know. Oh. And it's like, I think that person works at Digital Eclipse.
Well, why wouldn't we be just talking about Skitchin with them?
Yeah, well, why? It's like, I gotta say, well, why have they not been on the stream yet?
they need to find that person so we can play Skitchin with them.
So I kind of like this so far, but the performance is a bit rough. Which again,
it's the jerky camera motion that I'm noticing. Yeah. Like when you're grinding, like it makes like a hard polygon turn.
Yeah. Okay, you want to end with the Headhunter?
Sure. Yeah, we still gotta do that.
Oh yeah, we need to see we want to see how the Xbox version is. We just play. I mean, I guess Redemption, right? That's what we want to play because the three of us looked at how the PS2 version was
Oh fuck.
the other day when John got it. I got the Xbox version today.
This is just
Okay.
like the Edinburgh that I know.
Yeah, it's just this plays very different from Tony Hawk, by the way. Yeah, the performance is bad. It's just like unstable.
Well, keep an eye out for that
I'm
Wii
bummed out
version.
by that.
Is that the
Shit.
only other version is Wii?
Yeah. Well, I think there's like possibly like a DS version or something.
Well, that could be interesting. Could be a totally different game, you know?
Opinion wanted: RetroArch on a Xbox Series S or Mister.
Definitely Mister. Well, yeah.
I mean, Xbox Series, like you have to do the as far as I know, the retail mode RetroArch is gone.
Yeah, you got to do the dev thing on Xbox.
I mean, you know,
which is
I've
kind of
talked
a
to.
pain.
I mean, this is kind of confusing to me, but I've talked to several people. Audie was talking about this recently. Like he finds the Mr. Menu. I've heard other people, like very very smart people, like are confused by the Mr. Menu, and they say, "Oh, you just like it because you're used to it." I think it's so straightforward. I think RetroArch is just so many layers deep, so many things. That's just it's very
Yeah, I don't love it
overwhelming
either.
if you're not used to it. And I feel like Mister has like a
Are you doing
much
another-
lower
you're-
bar of entry in terms of like
No, I was
figuring
just
out
seeing-
like
What else is it?
what to do in the Mister Menu.
Okay, yeah, we can go ahead and switch to. Let's try take this one. We're gonna compare.
Oh yeah.
See how Headhunter Redemption.
Yeah, so I had
compares.
never heard of Headhunter or Headhunter Redemption until John got Headhunter Redemption. And these are like, we think they're, what are they, like Polish or Swedish or something developed games? Denmark? I don't know, one of those countries.
Yeah.
Published by Sega, early PS2, Xbox generation games.
Oh look, the CRT was green and it looked correct.
And I don't know, we thought this looked really cool on PS2, and I'm like, I want that. Never heard of it though.
Now we can see we're pretty fresh on the PS2 game. The PS2 one also
You want to
supports.
turn that off because it's going to go into. I might have it actually set to not be 480p.
Oh yeah, you might have to change that.
Oh, and the system menu?
Yeah, because it's changed at the system level on Xbox. Remember?
If I go system, does it go to the console menu?
Go.
System and then
Settings.
Settings, yeah.
Oh, you can change it from this menu. Okay, I mean this is a
Video display.
Yeah.
this is a different menu than my Xbox has.
Enable 480p. Yes.
You got to go all the way down. I think you got to hit save.
I don't see it.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh, it scrolls.
Thank you, Xbox. I see that my favorite voice work has to be in Turok 2 when you rescue the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Turok. Which is why Turok 2 secretly is a sequel to Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Yeah, Michael.
You're just going around rescuing kids while taking out bad guys.
Just casually.
I mean, that's not any more of a stretch than to say that like Turok 2 is the same kind of game as Turok 1. You know, they're quite different.
Yeah.
So Moonwalker, I would say Turok and Turok 2 aren't that different compared to.
I've got to
Moonwalker and Turok
go to
2.
the bathroom.
Perhaps more similar.
Why does it keep on rebooting, I wonder?
Yeah, it's not launching the disc, is it?
I don't know how your Xbox
Well, I mean,
does.
I'm just saying, like,
Hit A.
Launch disc. It recognizes the game.
Yep.
The game appeared to be in good shape.
It just shows Xbox.
you know what, though? I
What?
bet if you just go to games.
You think it might be in there?
I'm sure I have it on.
Oh.
all of your personal backups.
Man, this must have taken a long time to rip and back up every single disc and then load into this Xbox.
I'm very impressed.
But clearly that's what you did.
We'll just do that. We'll do exactly that. Yep. On my own games.
There we go.
I have a complete library.
Yeah. Biggest Xbox collector in the world right here.
So let's see how this compares.
Okay. Xbox does benefit from that HDMI mod, though. Pre-Quake era.
Pre-Quake era.
So, probably 93.
Yeah, 95 at least.
Yeah. Well, let's skip the cutscenes if we can.
Yeah.
Because we just kind of want to see how the gameplay is.
I agree.
I do
We're
notice
pretty fresh on how it looked on PS2.
I do notice that the video levels seem to be wrong, but that's kind of an
so
Xbox issue.
Xbox is always like that.
Yeah, it can be adjusted for. So I don't think that interesting.
The vertical dither isn't there.
Yeah, there's this strong vertical dither in the PS2 version that's like, I don't know, I kind of liked it. Something about it was just a unique look.
It looked cool, yeah. The wrong video levels are not helpful here, though.
Yeah.
The rest of it looks, the glow looks exactly the same. As
Yeah, I mean, I bet you could fix this if you do like the retro tank,
Right.
adjust, because this is not like an Xbox specific profile. I'm sure that Corey has here.
Right.
I'd be really curious to see how this looks on my HDMI mod system. Let's see if we can.
You'll be able to try it soon.
Yep. All right, there's some kind of. Now I feel like that guy looks significantly more detailed. Am I crazy? Like I don't.
I think it's just the facial texture. I don't know.
Maybe that's it.
And the short hair and stuff kind of like fools you into thinking that.
Yeah.
That's why the PS3 generation was full of bald guys.
Yeah.
It was easier to make them look a lot more realistic with just bald heads.
Something to note about this game as well, based on what we saw with the PS2 version, the camera motion is you don't. It's just by default. Kind of uncommon this generation, I feel, but by default, it is as you would expect from a modern game. So, oh wait, it's going into this. Oh, this mode. Okay, so these shadows were these shadows like pin sharp on? I don't know about these in particular, but there was a lot.
You got to get out of the room first. Let's find out. But yeah, they were super sharp.
But these actually are not bad because they actually contain all this detail from the windows. Like they're, but I think it was the exterior shadows.
I can't drink the rest of this Buzzball. I made it through half of it.
Do you remember what I'm supposed to do to get through this part? Is this like a tutorial or something? I forget.
It is. So go to the other end of the facility. And then
I can turn up the game audio now.
Yeah, we can barely hear this.
So climb up the ladder.
Oh, we got Zelda jumping. I didn't realize that because John was.
She's climbing that ladder like Indiana Jones.
I called it Zelda jump.
That Zelda jump.
Zelda. Good old Tom Smith and his dad.
Beastly Panda says the Deus Ex Mankind Divided ripped off this game's color palette.
I can see where they're coming from.
A divided mankind.
Can't you see? Yeah, I was thinking of the house that did too.
Okay, so that the left trigger crouches. All right. What am I supposed to do now?
Maybe.
Oh wait, there's something here. Jack Wade.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Jack Wade is like such a hot guy name. Jack Wade.
It's very close to what's his name in Dragnet. Jack something. Oh.
Headhunter says the pre-Quake era.
Yes. The what's a Mystery Men? He's like, you guys ever see Mystery Men?
No.
With Ben Stiller. And he's like, oh, my name is
Jack Webb.
Dirk Phoenix.
Alarm's gonna. Hey, it has that same Z fighting as the PS2 version.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, they both did.
I didn't know this.
Right there, is that what's happening on the
railing?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Z fighting. They're just like too close to each other. Like, can you explain Z fighting?
You know how there's like X, Y, and Z on like a graph, and Z is absolutely like the depth measurement? Well, it's where you have like two, like say, textures or something that are occupying the same Z space, and the game is not able to sort them correctly.
So it's just like...
And so they're like flickering back and forth. Like, you know...
Chug North. Yes, I get it now. So they could have solved that just by moving it like even like 1 point deeper. Like one of them, like if they had moved the outer railing, like it was like this, like that.
So
1 point wider.
So kind of what I think is neat about this game is like you do like...
It does have the shadows too, I see.
Oh yeah, the sharp... Well, are they as sharp as... I feel like they are as sharp as PS2. I don't know. Hard to say.
Yeah,
but anyway, like, what's kind of neat is like you move the right stick to like jump between different targets. And then, like, you kind of this reticle, and, like, depending on the situation, like, it might be more on target or something. It's just, I don't know. We were just really fascinated, I think, by kind of the just having, like, a targeting system that's just, like, not what you normally see in, like, a modern video game. I thought
it does feel cool. I agree. Oh, yeah, yes.
I got to blow up these things, I think, right? Or, yeah.
Yep, you did it.
So what is
Lisa? What's going on?
What is your take on Xbox versus PS2 so far, John? For this game,
well, they actually look surprisingly almost identical, except for the PS2 version has that like slight dither pattern.
Yeah,
which actually looks pretty cool. Actually,
I don't know. It gave the game a look. I feel.
Yeah,
the game like looks like really washed out just in general though.
I think the black levels are also too high.
The black, yeah, there's something wrong with how the Retrode. I mean, you're just using a generic profile right now. So I think there's just something wrong with how the Retrode is detecting.
I don't know, like I see that every once in a while, or it's like maybe it's
Xbox has weird video levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, I mean, this could take a little getting used to, but I don't know. I think it's got a...
It's not that difficult.
Yeah, it's you know, I think there's like probably a small learning curve, but like it feels good. Like just the basic movement feels good. And the aiming is just kind of cool, I think. Oh, and also you let's see, what button do you press?
So was this only on
There we go.
PS2 and Xbox? Was
Correct.
You can Metal Gear it.
PS2, Xbox only. Whereas the previous was Dreamcast and PS2 only.
Yeah.
What's this?
Is it the same developer that did the second one, or first and second one, or did somebody else take it over?
This one?
Yeah. Did it?
Yeah,
did
it's the same developer.
Okay. Xbox is, I think it's set to 480p right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can like aim by like tilting the stick even when you're
I really like the representation of, like having a hard time hitting somebody, right?
Yeah, right?
Like you're moving around, of course your aim is not going to be totally perfect.
Yeah, there's kind of like wide swings where you can feel like trying to get a lead on them and just can't quite do it.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat representation of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does get annoying at times, but I think that it's, I don't know, it feels more realistic.
Yeah, but like I can aim like that and then whoops.
Boom. With his mask, he looks like he's from Squid Game.
Yeah.
The only like complaint I have about the control is that she seems to kind of have like this broad turning like radius. Like I can't make like a really tight circle very easily here. Although I can like if I turn instantly in the opposite direction. Like if you're just turning, she kind of has this broad radius, but it's not that big of a problem, I think. I don't know, seems like a cool game to me.
It's pretty nifty, right? Like, is this the outside area? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of neat.
Silently neutral.
I feel like
I
like the image quality though is somehow worse on Xbox. Not just the watched, like it's like a softer looking game. Somehow.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Xbox has bad.
I definitely
video
preferred
output.
the image quality of
Yes.
PS2, but the actual graphics seem to be like identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did not take advantage of any extra Xbox effects or anything, it seems.
Yeah. I'm sure that
The
their
controls are
budget
a
was
little
not
backwards, huge. Like in terms of like aiming and like you shoot on a face button, you aim with R.
That's true.
It's a little backwards from what you might expect, but
I wonder if you can adjust the controls to be more modern.
well, but
Well, that's the whole point. Is that it
is different.
It's
like
different.
I like that aspect to it.
Oh, by the way, when you're behind cover, use the left stick now.
Right. Or no.
Push no. Before popping out.
Oh, the left
Yeah.
stick. See that? Yeah, that's
Let it settle a bit. Now go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. See that's cool. I mean, it takes a little getting used to, but like just conceptually, like I don't know. I just think it's neat because you just don't do that kind of targeting in modern games. You know. Just,
Exactly. It's just
cool.
like the normal dual stick, like point the reticle and go. But this one, yeah, it feels more like you're aiming something. I don't know. It's different. It's interesting.
You're just more involved, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you're.
Do you remember what to do?
Right. I have to blow up like this box.
Yep.
I think.
The one wood one.
Is this the thing that you're playing? You like died like immediately.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh boy.
Don't get so many rooms full of crates these days. That's always showing off how many shapes they can make now. Back in the day, we had cubes and we liked it.
Oh yeah, very Metal Gear inspired.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's yes.
Oh, you can
Like
sneak up
the
behind
like
him.
the
You can sneak
cyborg
up behind
ninja has
him.
gone
right,
through
right.
there.
Oh no.
Oh, there's that other guy.
I can't return the GX. But I was wondering if I could contact them and be like, I bought this new. Is it covered under any kind of warranty?
Right.
You know, like just to see what they say.
Try it. I don't think the streaks are that bad overall.
No,
but
they really aren't.
it might still be worth a try.
Yeah, just to
It's
see what they
worth a
do.
Try, but it's not worth like spending money on.
That's what
Right.
I'd say right now, anyway.
But if they say, well, we don't have parts for that anymore, but we'll give you a C4 for replacement costs, and it's like $300, and it's probably worth it.
Oh, that would be worth it. Yeah.
Sure.
G-Series has a 5-year panel warranty, but I think they started that with the C1. I think that Henry Clark said that they started doing that with C1.
Henry Clark keeps pretty good tabs on warranty stuff.
Sounds like a nice talent.
Yeah, you just gotta Weird Al let you know how to game the system.
Oh wait, I noticed it was not the map 60 on PS2.
Oh yeah. Let's.
I thought it ran at 60, but the rest was not.
Like the game was 30, but when you would switch to the map,
How do I?
because remember I think I was talking about it being like super smooth here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems likely PS2 was the lead platform.
That's my guess, because they must have like, because I think they're using like the system-wide frame rate cap here on Xbox.
Is there some special characteristic to PS2 that
Like,
makes it easier to do that variability?
I wonder about that.
Oh,
I've seen that kind of thing before, so.
But Henry Clark, you're getting your GX replaced with a G5 right now, but you had like the Best Buy warranty, right? Like I like at the very most, all I would have is the manufacturer warranty. Like, would they honor? Do you think they would honor manufacturer warranty if I bought it the way that I did, or would they even ask where I bought it from? I wonder.
I mean, they're not going to take it away, dude.
Oh, I know they're not going to take it away, but they'll just be like, no, we won't cover it.
You say it was like a gift from my mom or something. You know, like I don't know where she got it.
Yeah, my mom got it for me. I got it from my grandma.
Well, guys, we should probably start wrapping up here in a moment.
Yeah.
Because I got a bit of a drive back.
Yeah.
But it's been very fun, just like
checking out
playing
this
random stuff.
Heck yeah.
So what's the game of the night for you guys?
Indiana Jones, probably. Indy.
I mean, I liked.
Probably.
I like Splashdown, Rides Gone Wild. I gotta say,
It's kind of what I'm thinking. Splashdown, Rides Gone Wild might take the lead.
I like the racing game. What's the Japanese version called again?
Oh, Shutokō Battle.
Yeah. But yeah, this last game, for those asking, was Headhunter Redemption, the second and final entry in the Headhunter
The Headhunter
series.
The Headhunter multiverse.
Anyways, thanks everybody who donated, and hope everyone had fun. Thanks to John for joining us this on this yearly endeavor. First time we've ever been in the same room.
well, all three of us.
Right.
Well, I mean,
Yes, for a stream. Yes, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
People know what I meant. We don't. Anyways,
good night.
good night, everybody.
Exactly. That's a quiet way to end. Is Try's concentrating and trying to hit on here.
Yep.
But yes, good night, everyone. Thanks
Good
for
night.
coming out.
Yep. Take care, and
you
we'll
next
see you next week. Later.